And we are live. Good evening, everybody. It is Miniatures Rundown. I am Josh.
I'm Mitchell.
And
I'm Cody.
Yep, figured we introduce ourselves because this is we've got a lot more new people nowadays. So,
Sure.
hello everybody. Sorry for some slight technical difficulties. Mitchell's is here, but for some reason I have to start the music and then bring up his camera, or it doesn't work. I don't know why. Genre: alternative and punk. Apply. Added. Eviction. I need to turn this way down on my end so you guys aren't getting the double. There you go. All right. Hello, everybody. So, let me bring up actual Mitchell here. For someone who's not playing.
Actual real-life Mitchell.
There you go. All right. So, as with everything, always, let us know if the audio is too loud. Like it is on my end right now, and I'm going to turn down even more. There we go. Okay. Wait, does that actually affect it on... Oh my gosh, that actually affects it on YouTube's end.
No.
Because it's application audio capture. Well, that's easily fixed. Alright, there we go. I'm just trying not to have it double come through the microphones. Okay. We have a black screen, but I can fix that real quick. Alright, so, what's everybody working on?
I'm painting Escher.
I'm painting Rat Cawdor.
Yes, rat. Call rat? Rat door?
I've tried. There's no portmanteau. I've tried.
No portmanteau.
No.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like being told I can't. There we go. These are the voyages of the Starship Miniatures Rundown. Okay. So yeah, sorry for covering up the entire stream there for a second.
I was like, oh, it's just the ship. Is that our?
It's just a Star Trek joke.
No.
All right.
I know. I gotta read it.
So I had to redo my entire desk.
That's why it's so clean.
Yes, very clean. Oh, I might have to move my microphone real quick because I've redid my entire desk. Now I have a much more stable platform to put my microphone on.
Nice. My microphone is attached to my head. My camera is the problem. I have not painted a rat in a long time, so we're gonna see how this works out.
Well, I was unfortunately really hoping to have my Delaque ready to paint today, but real life has gotten in the way. My work was very, very busy this last week and weekend.
Jobs or whatever.
Hmm?
I said jobs or whatever.
Yeah, unfortunately. Being an adult. Hello to Dr. Sloth.
Hello, Dr.
Who's
Slow.
doing the wave. The hello, as I would know it.
That's off.
Alright, I just noticed that my camera, so now my computer tower is on my desk, which is fine, except that it's now blocking my view of my own monitor, so I'm gonna need to get another, I'm gonna need to get like a third monitor.
Oh my god.
It's disaster. It's disaster. Oh my god, it's a disaster. Delaque. Alright, so Mitchell, you played your first game of N26 tonight.
I did.
Like, literally 2 hours ago.
Yeah, our game was scheduled at 3, and it is now 7.
So, what did you think?
Yeah.
Give us your thoughts. Love, hate.
So we played probably one of the worst missions to play first, which is the kill mission. Which does not have a round limit. Somebody literally in the Discord told me not to play one without a round limit. The game ended. Spoiler alert. The game ended. I had one Ganger left on the board, and he had his leader, and that was all that was left. And I just decided to leave because I was seriously injured. He failed to coup de grace me like 3 times. So I was seriously injured, and I'm like, I'm not gonna try to recover and then wait a whole nother round, so I just left. And my recovery tests were very, very nice to me. My guy just fell off my pinky.
Yeah, so I've heard that deathmatch is really bad.
Yeah, so it was oh god, he said it in the channel, sorry, in our group chat, but it wasn't deathmatch.
Oh.
It was you get a point for each guy you kill, +1 if it's a leader or champion, +1 if it's a coup de grace.
I mean, okay, so that is deathmatch.
It's pretty dang deathmatch.
That's deathmatch by a deathmatch by any other name does smell as bad.
Yeah, so it was interesting, especially when I couldn't wound him to save my life.
Because he's playing squats.
Because he's playing squats and he's toughness 4 across the board. I had strength 6 on a bunch of my guys and it did not matter. I couldn't wound him.
Well, in that case, I think the phrase there is skill issue.
Yeah, fair.
Or, I mean, well, dice rolling issue, but as we know, in Necromunda, dice and skill are the same thing.
They are. How it works. Oh, I should probably be on camera, huh?
That's why I suck.
And Cody and I both, well, me more than Cody, scrambling to get our gangs ready so we can play next week. Because
yeah, you're the one that decided to swap at the very end.
Well, so for those of you who don't know, I don't think I mentioned this because I was still bitter, but I dropped my 2 things happened with my Orlock right in a row. I frosted them with varnish and then I dropped them, so a bunch of them like broke. This is the problem with using a metal lunchbox as your container. So, you know, it's that thing where, like, you got to do a bunch of work on something you just did a bunch of work on, and it's really demotivating.
Yep.
I didn't want to bring that energy into the new campaign. So I was like, you know what? Let's try something new and different. And given that really a lot of folks really seem to like the stream where I built a list, I feel somewhat justified. For the people, Mitchell.
Oh, it's for the people, my bad.
Yeah, it's not at all for me. Not because I'm being childish and not wanting to deal with having to repair my own models. It is entirely for the fans.
I mean, that's what I did in our Trench Crusade campaign, to be fair.
Well, yours, it wasn't you dropping. I think you wanted to try something new.
No, my cat knocked my box over.
Hey, was waiting for this to start and was just frozen on the pre-emission screen. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a YouTube thing. YouTube just does that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Where you have to refresh the page when it actually starts for some flippin' reason. But, hello, Kirks. Warlord. I'm good to see you here. Happy you refreshed the page. Now, I will say that me wounding squats is not going to be a problem as much. Because I have, like, 4 people with toxin weapons, and now that Toxic just...
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter for toughness.
So besides that, what do you think of the rules and the gameplay so far? Sorry to put you on the spot, but you're the one with the...
No. It's all right. I mean, I had a feeling I was going to talk about it. It was good. I liked... The one thing that was a little weird was the... sometimes wounding just wouldn't happen. Oh, sorry, not wounding, but like damage just wouldn't happen. Like, he hit me with a Melta and rolled 3 serious injuries while I was already seriously injured. Just nothing happened.
Yeah, I did notice that because I had a Melta gun as well. I think that's why Kevin started bringing the Melta, is because he saw what happens when you Melta gun somebody.
Because it was deadly and dangerous.
But on the one hand, there's not really any guaranteed insta kills anymore because you can't wear people down as much.
Right, which is just as much a good thing as it is a bad thing in some situations.
I think that what really saves that is the fact that if someone regains a wound in melee range, they automatically go out of action.
Yeah.
It is actually, it's a side grade to melee because melee got a little bit of a nerf now that you can't automatically coup de grace people. You have to actually, like, you know, make a check to step on their head until they're dead.
Yep.
But if they regain a wound when you're in combat with them, they also just instantly die. So now if they roll and they either roll out of action, or if they re-roll just getting back up, if they haven't crawled away, they just die. So I think it kind of encourages getting into melee with your opponents even more. It encourages not standing back and shooting, because then someone just falls over and you have to keep shooting them or they won't actually die. Is my read on it, at least from my experience, which was only one game. That being said, it is kind of probably going to skew our thoughts on durability when both of our games have been against squats.
Good point.
when both of our games have been against the faction whose thing is like durability.
Yeah, we should probably hold off our full full thoughts until later, but obviously initial thoughts. Yeah, so it actually, the very beginning of the game was going very poorly for me. He had killed, so I had 4 guys, sorry, I had 8 guys, and he had 6. And, I didn't take out a single guy before he had killed half my gang.
Ouch!
But then I took out 1, and he didn't fail that bottle check.
Okay.
And then I took out another 1. He failed another bottle check. So he lost like 3 guys in 2 turns.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
It feels like there's almost more of a tipping point.
Where like once you break critical mass on someone, everything just goes to heck really quickly, really fast.
Yeah. I just noticed my screen. Okay, never mind.
No, it's because I brought up another page. I had to bring up my Munda Manager to be able to see the my list to make sure I was putting the right weapons on the right guys.
Duke Moosey, I assume that's how you pronounce that.
Yes.
Said Wellywood mentioned a nasty combo, bulging biceps, GSC heavy, free initiative move out of cover, brace shot with a single, then move back into cover. Yeah. I'm glad to say GSC now has identity, which is heavy weapons.
Yeah, which makes sense because they're the minor guys.
Yeah.
GSC now uses heavy equipment, which they would kind of have better access to better than anyone else. I will say that there is one slight flaw with that plan. It's only going to probably work for 1 turn, because most decent heavy weapons do not have a good ammo check.
That's true.
Most of them, Kevin and I mentioned this in our what we learned from our first game, which is that heavy weapons are still very good, but the reason they actually kind of went down in points is that they're a lot less easy to use.
Kevin took a heavy stubber against me this time. I don't know if he had that against you.
No, he brought no heavy weapons except the Bartigen, and was not pleased with it.
Not pleased with it, yeah.
Well, because I kept knocking it over.
Yeah. To be fair, I did the same thing to his heavy stubber, but it has a significantly better ammo check.
Yes.
So it was a little bit easier to kind of work around. Also, his munitioneer basically stood in the middle and did a pulse of reload every single turn.
Yep. Yeah, there's going to be things like the munitioneer where they just pulse reload in there. And I am kind of a little worried about that. I need to play more before I actually make an opinion, but I am a little worried about that because it's I don't want to encourage gunline play, right? I always hate that in any game ever.
Yeah. I mean, all we have to do is just have a crap ton of
right.
Of cover or line of sight blocking. And now we're back to 40k.
Yep. B27.
Ooh, that's redder than I expected.
Yeah, so correct me. Yeah, okay. So Duke Muzi, the Abominate is just a new brute, right? Which is so weird. In GSC.
Yeah, that is strange. They just straight up added it from 40k. It used to be the Aberrants only, and now it's the Aberrants and an Abominate.
Right. It's kind of cool.
Which is it's cool.
But GSC are arguably one of the big winners of this edition so far from my initial read.
I agree.
Because they didn't lose a lot partially the reason they didn't lose a lot is because they didn't have a lot of extra flavor, right? They were already behind.
Yeah. Their thing was they had a third arm, and everybody could get that because it was just a dispenser.
Yep. And now, what is nice, though, is that everyone else can still get the GSC third arm and use heavy weapons just as well.
What do you mean?
Because you can become GSC corrupted.
Oh, true. Not everybody can.
Oh, we almost are.
It's the 6 main gangs and then Pal Knights, and that's it.
Yep, as Curtis says, Overwatch can also interrupt that move and just, pin him in the open. So yeah, as always, there's going to be broken things, and then there's going to be counterplay.
Yeah.
That's Necromunda, right? That's like, there's going to be things that is busted if you don't counterplay it. Photon flash grenades were busted if you don't counterplay them. Now, with the way ammo check works, I'm not launching a photon flash grenade every single turn.
Right.
But on the flip side, the counterplay for them, which was photon goggles, is now no longer a thing because those actually make your life worse against photon flash grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the old edition, photons, if you didn't bother to do anything against them, were really, really broken.
Mm-hmm.
But if you played against them or played around them, then they were just kind of normal. And they usually weren't. If shooting into people with a 4-up initiative was not usually worth my time with the photon flash grenade. It was only worth it against dwarves.
Yeah.
The Aberrant have a starting boost too. 2 wounds and unstoppable. Yep. So you can refresh after 1 hit, but if you hit 0, you can recover those wounds. Yeah, Aberrants are going to be very good. A lot of the brutes are. I think a lot of the brutes, the house brutes, got more playable.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like. I haven't looked at the Cawdor Stig Shambler yet.
I did and promptly forgot what it did.
Which is not a good sign.
Not a good sign, but I do have one converted up. So maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, as someone who's already got a ton of GSC bodies and stuff like that,
Looking a little tempting.
Yes, so yeah, Duke Muzi, the injury thing is very, very, very specific. It only affects skills. It does not turn off your rules.
Yes.
So it does not turn off your in-baked stuff, but it does turn off your skills. Which is why it's so powerful to just injure a medic or a munitioneer, because if they're injured, if you injure the medic and they don't have an alternate way to gain a wound back, you've shut down that medic for basically the game.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to regain wounds. It's what makes the medic so good, but you also can't play with him so openly because you'll just get shot.
Right.
Which I love. All right, so A70 and A28.
Oh, so you're building stuff still?
Yeah, I didn't put the arms on these guys. I'm behind. I blame
That's
life.
Okay. I also blame life.
I blame society.
Which we do live in.
And yet you live in the society. Interesting.
Yeah.
You want to blame society, but you're a part of it. I'm very smart.
I do need to leave at 20 till 9.
I think Cody does too, so that's actually okay.
Okay.
That's usually my
That's about what time I leave as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually what time Cody leaves, and then I just spend the last 20 minutes, so we do a wrap-up, and then that's a good signal in the show.
That's fair.
CGC, Corrupted Gangs can only third on their prospects. Yes. So there's a balance. So they didn't... Because last edition, there's almost no reason to play GSC over a GSC Corrupted Gang. Now there is.
Yep.
Because...
After playing both, I agree.
Yep. Because now... GSC, not CGC, sorry. Gosh dang it. Genius Stellar Cults now still get stuff that the Corrupted Gangs don't.
Yes.
Third arm haunts. For what?
Oh,
what would they do? Here, I'm going to put a giant heavy weapon on my incredibly expensive Psyker prospect.
Now I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, there's
what
some.
What about third arm Neotechs?
So a Neotech flying around with a heavy bolter.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you want to pay the points for it,
yeah,
let me hit you with this one. Third arm wrecker.
All right, we can stop now.
Yeah, I thought now. Hey, Curtis hit there just after I said it. third arm Psygeist. Not for the heavy weapon, but for the extra attack.
Mm.
Third arm Slopper?
Slopper?
I don't think you can, you can't upgrade your, hangers on in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately.
Just throwing it out there, maybe you could serve soup better or something.
For a third spoon.
My God, he's doing it.
The Slopper, by the way, because I'm bringing one, has nothing except a fighting knife.
Nice.
You do not get your Slopper into combat.
I'm also bringing one.
Come on, guys.
What?
I don't know.
I didn't collaborate with Cody. We both independently came to the same conclusion.
So you're spending credits to get credits?
Yeah.
Lovely story.
Yeah, they'll pay for themselves in a couple games.
Now, I do need to double check, because I've already forgotten them, what the rules are for when you do or don't have to bring hangers on now.
I am pretty sure they just come in every game.
I believe you're correct. I think everyone is always showing up all the time.
Or rather, they're available to choose for a game.
Right. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they're just, if they're just added to your roster and you might have to bring them, like, that is a serious downside to the Slopper.
That is true.
Because then he is dead weight. You're like bringing dead weight along.
Does he have a skill that's at least useful?
I don't believe so, no.
I think doesn't he have like a well-fed thing that helps leadership or something?
I don't think so. I can not double check.
Cody, I said useful.
I don't think they can gain XP now, hangers on. I don't believe so. I will need to double check. I believe it's just brutes. Brutes can.
No, they hangers on can because they can gain skills.
Oh, they can?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Hang on.
I've got my book here.
I might be wrong. I thought I remember seeing
every throwing knife I've got.
I thought I remember seeing hanger-ons have a list of skills that they could take.
So, I'm going to the index. HI. Hangers on, subtype 44. That's the lore. He-Man, force a reroll, serious injuries. Oh, right, that's it. Yeah, if you have one with you, you can force a reroll on the serious injuries on your guys.
That's it.
Aha.
That is pretty good.
When selecting as a gang, starting crew, and creating their reinforcements deck, hangers-on may be excluded from being randomly selected.
Okay, so you don't have to put them in. Oh,
yes.
Randomly selected.
He can, not He-Man.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
He-Man!
So that means that, like, you don't have the option to get the Slopper by accident.
Right. When a hanger-on is removed from the gang roster, all weapons and war gear equipped with are deleted instead of going into the gang stash. So, yeah, there's nothing that says they can't get skills.
No, my fighting knife.
Yo, no, my fighting knife!
So they do gain experience.
Yeah. Fascinating. So they could get skills.
See? Slopper, third arm, bulging biceps. Heavy cauldron.
Oh, God, you got a really big fat... That would be the amazing conversion. Big fat Slopper with a giant heavy bolter.
There you go.
Which one of yous is the food critic who gave me a bad Yelp review?
He brings like a t-shirt cannon from like a baseball game or something, and he just shoots like sandwiches at people or something.
It shoots poison t-shirts.
Poison?
That's a reference to Enter the Gungeon, a great video game.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking at exactly the same page, Duke Moosey. Except I'm not looking at the Outlands, I'm looking on the normal one, see? It's right there, yep. Boomers, hangers-on, and pets. Just realized my camera's upside down a second. I'm sorry, hold a second. I gotta flip that over.
Unscrew it from your desk. Flip over your camera.
Yeah, let's call that a software solution, Sunshine. Yeah, Slopper has brawn! As his no, Braun's secondary, though. He's got Savant in his primary, which means that having a Slopper just be this non-combat Savant
Like
who's
buff
getting you
piece?
resources is, like, legit.
That's kind of funny.
Oh, now I'm almost like, do I want to... I'm not going to redo my list now, because I've already submitted it and everything. But, like, you know, Ammo Jack has Ballistic Skill 3 up. And does have access to shooting. You know. 115 credits for a 3-up guy with a... I mean, he's only got 1 wound, so I guess that does make him weaker than normal champion.
Yeah.
But in turn, you get, you know, overcharge, which is hilarious. And he does have Munitioneer, which you could just use him as your Munitioneer. And hey, Bolter and a Power Sword, or even just a combat shotgun, ain't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dome Runner is not good. I don't think you'd ever waste giving 35 credits giving a long last to somebody with a 5-up ballistic skill. Their ability is good, which is after deployment before first priority, D3 inches of D3 friendly fighters may move initiative.
Oh, that is very good.
Yeah, so especially if you're like Delaque and you're infiltrating. I thought heavily about getting Dome Runner, but yeah, if a Slopper's on the battlefield, once per battle, you can force your opponent to reroll the dice when they roll a lasting injury table for you. So,
It's not terrible.
I mean, that can save someone's life.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's also no rule of lasting injury they quit. So they can also get bad things happening to them. What gets me is the Dome Runner by all accounts, looked like a pretty normal guy who's good at things, has 5s and 5s. The Slopper, who is a chef with a knife and a spoon, has 4s and 4s.
That's...
He cuts a lot of meat.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, he's real good with that knife. And he does not have a gun, so the forward to gun is not bad.
I mean,
not helpful.
But in theory, you could give him one, right? Because Hangers On can get equipment now. I think. That's pretty good. Huh, all right. Slopper connected. Well, unfortunately, so the 20 credits around thing is an action that the Slopper has to take, so I don't think connected would actually be good for him. Because he actually has to take a post-battle action, and everyone can only take one post-cycle action. Sorry, not battle, because it's cycle. Yeah. I assure you, Chef, I can assure you that Ratling's Deadly Knife. No, Dr. Sloth, this is the normal Slopper. I haven't looked at Bigly Ratcrumb's rules yet. He just got put in the new document that got released yesterday. Yeah, no, Ratling I totally get. Ratling would just knife you. But this is a big, huge guy who, you know.
So you're saying you have to take him to battle to get the 20 credits, right?
No, because actions are not post-battle, they're post-cycle. Or they're end of cycle.
Yeah, okay.
And it's not people who participated, it's everyone on your gang roster.
That's true, because the other ones can, like, train and stuff.
Right. May not personally be equipped with additional weapons. Okay, I thought so. I was double-checking that. But he does pay for himself pretty quickly and can keep one of your guys from going to the doctor.
My lasting injuries were very, very kind to me.
There you go.
In this game. The worst thing that I had happen was going to recovery.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got, my leader got scars, so he has fearsome. And I got 2 guys with hatred dwarf now.
Oh, right, Connected's a bonus. Thank you. Yeah, this is why we're playing this campaign, because there's so many rules in our head, and the problem with, you know, there's a reason we didn't start doing Necromund down until after we'd played the other edition for a long time.
Yeah.
And now you get to see what it's like when we do it from the beginning.
Maybe we should just stop making Necromund downs until we get it right.
Oh, sure, go run that by Mark.
Okay.
Alright, we'll see you guys in Necro 31.
Yeah, oh no! Necro 31, Return to the King. Kings. Not King, just me.
You're right, it might be a 3-year cycle now, so Necro 29.
No! Don't you bring that on me. How dare you, sir? How dare you suggest such evil things? Alright, I am drinking a Sevilla. Now my camera's reversed. It's Zevia, soda made better? I don't know. Transform. Okay, is my left now my left? Yes. Alright. Let's see if this is any good. It has no color to it.
It is no good.
Oh, it's got that end of palate flavor on it. It's fine.
Yucky.
I've had worse fake sodas. Oh, it's stevia. That's why. It's Zevia, stevia. Gotcha. Well, it's kosher at least. Thank goodness.
I knew that was going to bother you if you...
Yes, me. You know me.
That was
I'm
kosher.
very... care deeply about that. All right. Well, it was either that or I was going to try some of my root beer milk in my fridge.
I've had root beer milk before.
Really? Is it any good?
It's pretty good.
I'm going to try it. I got the small bottle in case I don't like it, but there's a local creamery that makes it, and I got some.
Yeah, I think they're at the grocery store that's near me, too.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'm also going to put together a Forge World model. You get to see that today. Woo! So I've got Dr. Delaque. Dr. Delacicus.
Dr. Gloctopus?
Dr. Galactopus. I will say, those details are crisp. And now we do get to have the fun of Unu. Yeah, that has some fun, you know. Also some frustrations.
I like the Unu.
I mean, yeah. Unu, what's this?
Mm-hmm.
Now with resin, you basically need a sharp knife to cut these gates off, because you can't just clip them off, and you probably don't want to sand them, because resin sanding is not great for your lungs.
Unless you don't care about your lungs.
Well... Ever since my clone died, and I know I can't get his organs, have to be more careful.
Your clone died?
Yeah, again.
That's unfortunate. It takes a long time to regrow those, too.
I should probably stop lending him to the giant blender factory.
But it's so much money.
Yeah. Okay. What do you guys think of the most wanted hangers-on? Anyone you'd like to add your bands? Unfortunately, because of life being an absolute crazy crap show, I have not looked through them. I only looked at the names. I didn't get to look through all the stats yet. But we will. And we'll probably do a full video on like what's good, what's bad. The combi weapons seem good. Not game-breaking, but good.
Yes, I agree.
They are also expensive, though. Like, you pay for the new combi rule. If you don't know, the new combi rule doesn't punish you ammo-wise anymore, and lets you shoot both of them with no malice.
That is pretty good.
Yeah. But they are appropriately costed, in my opinion, for that, because that is a really good ability, but you pay for it. It's so weird to me that they decided to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they were trying to belay the criticism of them cutting things out, it's not nearly everything. So it's not that. And it didn't beat the first wave of reviews, so it's not that.
Right. Oh, psh.
My conspiracy theory, this isn't even a conspiracy theory, is literally it was done for book production costs. Like
that sounds pretty conspiracy theory to me, but
Yeah, like, well, just keep the books small so you keep costs down, because when you're printing full color books like that, every page is actually a pretty significant cost increase.
Yeah.
But I just can't think of any other reason why they would do it this way, unless they just, I don't know, forgot about it. But that seems unlikely.
I agree.
Didn't they
that
do
I have no
something
idea.
similar with Horus Heresy, and it was just kind of a new edition thing?
That one did feel like it was them responding to criticism. Because a lot of what they added back in was stuff that people were mad they took out. And it was all legends. I guess with Necromunda, you don't have to do legends because that doesn't exist. Like, it's just all arbitrator discretion. Uh-oh, where'd my... There it is. I need my very good glue. You might even say it's super.
Oh, sorry, Josh, I realized you can't see me. I shook my head.
Good. Mission accomplished. Is the music still even playing? I know you guys can hear. I don't know if chat can hear the music or not. If it's not, I need to turn it back up so the stream's not just silent. Less an issue with 3 of us, obviously, but...
Yeah. Let's all go silent just for funsies.
Way ahead of you.
No, it's not playing. Okay, give me a second. I'll put it back on. This is a great example of why I don't like Forge World stuff. This is well sculpted, but that hand and that arm are not quite aligned. And now I'm going to have to fix it.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you said Forge World, I was like, oh, so Josh is going to curse on stream, huh?
I mean, the new we've said before, the new Forge World stuff is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but then you just said the thing you just said.
Right.
Usually pretty good. This kit must have had a bad day.
Just one bad day.
A bad day for Ched. Alright, well, let that one dry before we mess with his other hand. Do I want to build the gang lookout? What can I even use him as? He's got an auto pistol and a little... I'll just use him as a ganger, I guess. I don't have anybody who has a single auto pistol, though. I'll probably build him. Hello, Brenda.
Really?
Let me turn the music
Hi,
down.
Brenda.
Why are you not playing? Auto track is unavailable. Well, then skip it.
Dumbass!
Sorry, that blank Mitchell screen. Now, I don't know why every time I bring up, it blanks out Mitchell's and not Cody's.
Legitimately,
I don't know what I just said, but I said dumbass just now, and my my Google was upset that I cursed at it.
Oh, I mean, hey, remember, we're not supposed to swear on stream anyway, Mitchell. 50 lashes with a wet noodle.
Dang it. As long as it's Josh doing the wet noodle.
Fine. Again?
Again.
I want mac and cheese, because I think without noodles. I should have eaten more before I jumped on stream, but I was busy trying to set up my new desk, which is as clean as it's ever going to be. It will never be this clean again. Do not get used to it. Alright, let's do some gap filling on this guy. Because he's got the long... Unfortunately, he's got the long coat scheme, the coat seam.
I hate those.
Yeah. And it's something they never really stopped doing either.
Nope.
Like, I get it. There's only so many ways you can have a coat that meets, but it's quite irritating. Especially when it's like here.
Yep.
And it shows up in the sculpt when you paint it. Maybe that just means they're like wearing giant coats. Maybe that's where their zipper is for some strange reason.
Yeah. It's gotta be it. This guy is all shiny. I'm gonna let him sit for a minute.
Probably wise.
And I'm gonna pick up shotgun.
Hey, little sister shotgun. It's a...
I'm trying my best not to have any non-GW models in this campaign that we're doing. Because I have a bunch of stuff like converted from Mantic.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Because they're...
So I'm trying hard to not have anything in here.
Well, I mean, you know.
To be fair, I think I only have like one painted Mantic model.
Right.
Which is the Ambot conversion. Well, okay, not conversion. I just took a model and I painted it and called it an Ambot.
Counts as.
Counts as Ambot. Ambrat.
Ratbot? Ratbot.
Am not.
Am not. Hey. We got there.
So yeah, it's basically just I don't take an Ambot and don't paint anything and I'll be fine.
Ambots are very good.
They are.
I think. I need to play with them more.
I wanted to bring one, but they're very expensive.
I decided to go for the flavor of my gang and bring a Pisky Inspector.
I agree with that.
Because it's more flavorful. For Orlock, who don't have a brute like that, the Ambot does actually feel pretty flavorful. Because, like, you know, they're minors.
Yeah, because... Yeah, exactly. They used to get it cheaper, right? Do they still get that?
Yes, they did. They used to. Not anymore. Rip.
Yeah. Cotter used to get it cheaper too, which is why I did it, but I don't think they get that either.
Which is kind of strange. I guess it's because they just found it.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. They found it in the trash.
Trash bot. I'm thinking they're going to find it in the trash and just have glitches.
That makes sense. Like, why else would they throw it away?
Right, like...
You think we could fix an Ambot to be, like, perfect? No.
Alright, there we go. Now, after this, I just need a date that's not humid so I can prime outside.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Stick.
I thought you mostly used airbrush to prime anyway.
I haven't for a while because my airbrush proof got cluttered and I haven't bothered to clean it out because I'm lazy.
Gotcha.
And when it's nice out, I do tend to like rattle can anyway. It's more durable.
Yeah, it's more durable. I feel like you could do it faster.
It is faster for me. Anyone talking about the Beastmaster being able to own all pets at the same time? Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't know that. Let me look. Look while I wait for this glue to dry. Oh, Beastmaster's probably in...
Most Wanted?
Is he in Most Wanted? No, because the Beasts are in... the actual...
Oh, you're right.
Is he in Outlands? Ich bin Auslander. Pokemon. Gotta own them all.
Sorry, where did the Pokemon come from?
Because the Beastmaster can own... Sorry, Lord Wellingstone, who is also Kevin.
I
said
didn't realize that was Kevin.
Yeah, that's Kevin. Don't let him fool you, everybody. Okay, no, I guess he must be on the oh my gosh, I can't speak, I'm sorry. He must be on the Most Wanted, which I can't access right now because my computer's way over there. So I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think...
Most Wanted? Okay.
I think the pets that are in the normal books are just available like for anybody to buy.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
That is weird.
Even having to own them all is really fun. I don't like the thing is they're so expensive. I don't think it's a balance issue, but it is really fun. You eat me and I eat you, Necromunda.
Alrighty.
Well, corpse starch, right?
Search.
Oh my gosh, Mitchell was a corpse starch joke, not something worse. Get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of the sump.
Get out of the stump. Come on.
Necromunda's littlest pest. My little Millisaur, my little Millisaur.
I thought you were gonna make a Littlest Pet Shop joke, which is.
Littlest pet shop? I don't know what that is.
It's a kid's toy, which is why I thought it was weird for you to bring up, and then I brought it up.
No, I don't know what that is. What do I look like? Someone who would know about kids' toys? Now let me get out my bluey painted Scum Racer. Okay, well, this doesn't fit in here. And I don't know why.
Really, Josh, it's because it's Forge World.
Shush. Don't be right.
I mean, I just got Forge World stuff.
Oh,
I can't
God,
really
it's so
blame
bad.
you there.
Yeah, you got Mr. Malstrain, right?
Yep, I got the Malstrain Alpha, who's the leader now, rather than being a brute.
Yeah, which is interesting and fun. Even though he can't do, anything, because it's like... Look, if you're playing Malstrain, you don't get to have a normal game, okay?
I'm gonna mute for a sec.
I'm not besmirching Bluey. I was using it to make a point of not being on a high horse about not knowing much about children's toys or media. Even though I have not yet watched an episode, and probably never will at this point, because... Why? It doesn't help me in my painting research. Oh boy, the gaps on this guy are going to be bad, aren't they? This guy might be a go into the... No, that's not going to help. I was about to say, might be a go into the hot water. We're going to go down this rabbit hole, so hold on, Kevin. You're not allowed to lead us down stupid rabbit holes if you're not going to be on the show. That is a privilege of the host, sir.
But not for a lack of trying.
Barney the Dinosaur, according to this children's song, is from the imagination. Yes, I was a Barney kid, unfortunately. I remember nothing about it, except except the song and all of the disgusting parodies we made of it when we were in middle school. Everyone else did that too, right?
I'm pretty sure that was a nationwide thing, yeah.
Okay, yes, good. I just need to check.
Just like at Christmas time, Robin lays an egg. And
Yes,
the
yes.
Batmobile loses wheels.
And Joker got away. Hey! However, he can affect the corporeal world around him. That's affect with an A, Kevin. Gunshot, fade to black. Yeah, so what you're saying is that Barney is related to Freddy Krueger. No, he's a summoned creature from another reality. That means that he's related to Freddy Krueger. He can infiltrate your dreams.
Are you trying to say kids are orcs?
Yours is way less fun.
Sorry, I had to call I had to get. I gotta read what. Dang, Kevin.
I'm telling you. Kinda. No, I think he's a Freddy Krueger-like. I think that Barney was a children's mascot worker who was murdered by the parents of children and is now hunting them in retaliation.
Did
He
you
was
guys?
a felt dinosaur on a children's television show in the 90s.
Yeah, well, except instead of setting him on fire like Freddy Krueger, they geez, I don't know how what kind of being killed would get you into a purple dinosaur costume.
I mean, if we follow the Five Nights at Freddy's, it's being eaten by something in a purple dinosaur costume.
That's fair. I have functionally no familiarity with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Basically, all the animatronics are children's spirits who were stuck in there by a serial killer, and now they haunt the animatronics.
Right.
Yeah, just that. Did you guys see there's a new horror movie coming out?
Yeah, there's lots of new horror
called-
movies coming out.
It's called Buddy, and it's basically exactly what you're talking about. Barney, but horror movie.
Oh, isn't this like this? Didn't they already make a Five Nights at Freddy horror movie? Didn't they make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Made two.
Oh.
But no, not what
They
I'm
made
talking about. I
two?
mean Barney.
Oh my gosh.
They made two. But it's by the creator of Adult Swim's Too Many Cooks.
Ooh, see, suddenly I'm like actually like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Same.
So this might actually be good.
Yep, I agree.
Oh no, I was like, okay, because I know like they made the Five Nights at Freddy movie, and then they made the one with Nick Cage that was like a basically Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Willy's
What the heck
Wonderland.
was that one called? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Where he just drank a lot of soda, man after my own heart. But now, well, like the guy who made Too Many Cooks is making a mascot horror movie. I can, I'll keep an eye
I
on
kind of like
it.
it. It's coming out soon. Like next month, I think.
That I could see being a something worth paying attention to.
I agree.
I haven't watched many movies at all lately, or any movies. Yeah, good or bad. I haven't watched any bad movies.
You haven't watched movies, Josh? You okay?
Like I said, I've been really busy, man. But however, the reason I've not watched movies is because when I am watching things, I am doing finally sitting down and actually watching all of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which has some of my favorite episodes, but I'd never actually watched all of, and now I am because I found the full DVD collection at half price books for not very expensive.
Nice.
And it's good. It doesn't suffer from the same problem other Star Trek does, which is where the first two seasons suck absolute butt, and then the rest are good. It's good off the bat.
Is this because Wizards of the Coast is doing a Magic crossover with Star Trek?
Wizards of the Coast is doing a Magic crossover with Star Trek?
Yep.
I did not know that. Also, why would anything happening in Magic make me do anything?
I don't know.
I don't know, Kevin. Can you list them? Will they get blocked by the auto mod? Because if they don't get blocked by the auto mod, sure, go ahead.
What is he listing? I missed.
He said I have some suggestions, which I'm sure is
only wholesome.
Even worse, the reason I've been watching Star Trek is because my friend has been playing Star Trek online, and I've been playing some of it with him. And it was like,
that is worse.
Yes, it is worse. Oh, I know. It's also made me want to play like spaceship games again, like Battlefleet Gothic, which I was never into, but now I wish. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find like a 3D printable version of something like that. Except I don't have any time, so that'll be much later.
I know literally nothing about Battlefleet Gothic other than it is a ship game.
Yep. Well, it's a game about spaceships in space, and you fly around and you shoot each other with them. Killing
cool.
of a sacred deer. Oh, oh gosh, is that recent? Because that name.
No, that's
I've either seen
like
that
mid-2010s.
Yeah.
Mid-2010s.
I don't remember if I watched that or not, but that's, I mean, I think that one was, I didn't want to watch it at the time because it was the subject material is not, fun. Like at all.
I feel like somebody was just talking about that
Right.
with me. Like, that
BFG
is
was not.
weirdly,
BFG, Battlefleet Gothic.
weirdly situational.
Yeah. Battlefleet Gothic is a lot like old Warhammer Fantasy in that it wasn't actually fun or good. The idea of it was. Battlefleet Gothic, I shouldn't insult people if you're out there. Sorry, I don't mean to insult your Battlefleet Gothic. I should say Battlefleet Gothic is fun in the same way that BattleTech is fun. Which is to say, not for me, but I understand why people love that level of, like, crunchy, fly around stuff,
Mm-hmm. We'll just play Snapships.
We should play Snapships.
Apparently they got a big update recently.
Oh!
There's like frigates in it now.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of
Ooh,
waiting
that's
for, was
cool.
like the capitals. Because they just kept getting shafted by the world economic situation, right? Like,
Who isn't?
They kept trying to order things, and then it would be delayed, so they always had, like, stuff at Gen Con when we would visit them, but then they would not actually have the stuff to sell.
Yeah, I need to re-get all the cards and stuff, because I lost all of my paper product to them in a leak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It took a long time. Yeah, most of the time you miss. Yeah. Which, I mean, might be accurate for actual ship combat, but it's not fun. It's like when they added warship combat in War Thunder back in the day, which is, that tank and plane game. And, because they're going for kind of like realistic things, so most of the time in the ships was spent trying to zero in on your target and throwing shells at them randomly until you were able to sight them in and then hitting them and everything blows up. And it's like, this isn't very fun. It's like, yeah, well, guess what naval combat's like. It's not actually that fun. It's a lot of firing at things 10 kilometers away that you can't see. That being said, there are more modern ship games that are like Battlefield Gothic, or either in that or in other ways. I know WizKids made a Star Trek ship game, but it's WizKids, so I'm assuming it's not very good.
Yeah, I can't remember the last WizKids game that was good.
Armada was pretty good.
Was that WizKids?
No, I just meant. Like,
oh yeah,
games.
Yeah. I heard Armada was good. Unfortunately, that's lost support now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, we had at the game shop, we had the Armada Star Destroyer for a while.
Oh yeah.
Did somebody ever buy that?
Was big. Oh yeah. When? How much? No idea.
But it is sold. Interesting. Okay.
It is gone.
Yeah, X-Wing both got, and Armada are both dead, which is a real shame. I feel that, now I know for X-Wing it was because they ran out of ships to make and monetize, and therefore that's why they shut it down, because their profits basically plummeted, because it's like eventually there's only so many extended universe things you can come up with. And anything you can't just make something new, because Disney's not going to let you do that, right? So I don't know how, which I have the feeling, like, I'm surprised that I think Legion only has survived now because it is kind of reselling everything with newer sculpts. I wonder what will happen to Legion when it eventually runs out of thing to make. Yeah, Billion Suns, that's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Brandon. I've heard of A Billion Suns. I've never played it. I need to find it. There was Orion Tactics, or Orion Salvage, Orion Scavenger, that was just kickstarted, and that's a 3D printable one that I need to actually go see if I can afford to buy it when I get paid tomorrow. Because I'm really interested now, if I'm going to do a ship space naval combat game, I want it to be 3D printable. I don't want to buy more plastic ships. Because they're so small and fiddly to build, but if I can print them, that'd be much better. So I'm going to check that out. And that one's where it's like less about combat and more like getting in, salvaging stuff, and fighting the opponent, but also getting out with all your loot. Which... What is this? Oh, that's a flight stand. Okay.
There was a PC game I used to play quite a bit. Oh god, what was it called? It was basically like you were a salvager in space, and it was a long time ago. It was like early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it
So-
was really interesting to play because you had to like price all of the loot that you gathered from the missions that you did, and like fluctuations in, okay, this sounds boring as I talk about it.
Was it Elite?
Fluctuations in the market.
It wasn't Elite or Old Elite Dangerous, was it?
No, it was not Elite Dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, I
It
don't
was
know
like
what you're talking about.
free booter or free something.
Oh, I remember this vaguely. One World War I naval combat game is Broadside Empire of Steel. I've not heard of that one. I have some stuff for Dystopian Wars, but the airships version. That's air and land ships. I haven't played it. I got the starter set and didn't find anybody. Anyone ever play Shatterpoint into it? My buddies are trying to talk me into it, but it sounds like it's a dead or dying game. It's on maintenance mode, which means they're not releasing any new content for it. It seems like AMG is putting their eggs in the Star Wars Legion basket, which I'm going to admit I never saw coming.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought Legion was dead when they released Shatterpoint. I was like, oh, okay, well, RIP Legion, which is kind of sad, but whatever. But nope, it seems like that did not happen. Seems like it was an Uno reverse.
Yeah, it seems like Shatterpoint didn't do as well as they hoped, so they kind of backtracked.
Yeah. Do you think Necromunda's little... I'm not answering that question, Kevin. Yes, of course it does. It's Necromunda. Of course it has the Team Pet Incinerator. Why would it not? I said saying I'm not going to answer the question. I answered the question. Yeah, so no, unfortunately, I've never played Shatterpoint 777. Did you end up playing it, Cody?
No, I never ended up getting a game in.
Yeah.
I have a team.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just never there was no interest locally in it, like, at all, weirdly.
Yeah.
There's actually a very strong Legion group locally.
I think that same group plays Shatterpoint, but
okay.
they main Legion. They also play I think they play all the Star Wars games, if I'm being honest. I think X-Wing, Armada, Legion.
Gotcha. Okay, so kind of like a Star Wars miniatures club, which is kind of like that's kind of the advantage of like having a big IP like that, right?
Yeah.
C3, C2, C4. Those on here or those on here?
Joe, yes, Freelancer. I think that's the one I'm thinking.
Oh, I don't know this, but I kind of vaguely know the name. I'll have to look that up later.
Picking up.
Shatterpoint is tempting me because I know the original trilogy and saw it can run Ewoks, so I might pick it up. I will say this, you can run Ewoks in Legion as well, and you can play in Legion, you can play original trilogy. Not trying to sell you on Legion. I personally like Legion's rules a lot. And I've not played Shatterpoint, so I can't answer whether it would be good for you or not. I do like Legion. They do have Ewoks in the Rebels, and Rebels is what I played. And I also stuck to mostly original trilogy stuff, just because that's what I loved in Star Wars. I think
my first Legion minis arrived tomorrow. I actually I
frickin'
pulled the trigger. I friggin' pulled the trigger.
Well, great, Cody. You used up our one F word for the stream. Because, we're PG-13, so we get one.
That's true. That is true.
What faction are you getting into, Cody?
Rebels.
Okay.
I managed to find a copy of the Hoth starter set they had at Adepticon. That was like special edition, limited edition, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, I pulled the trigger on it because me and my buddies were talking about it when we were playing 40K over the weekend.
Well, let me know.
And Hoth is my favorite scene in the game or in the movies. So
I mean, it is really cool. So you're going Rebel veterans?
Yeah.
Well, let me know when you get assembled. Cody also, or Kevin also has an Empire army, so we can play some some Legion. For us, it'd be a mirror match, but I have a feeling that you'd have a lot of new stuff and I'd have a lot of older stuff, so I have to make sure it works with the new rules, which I'm pretty sure you can download for free.
Yeah, I believe all their stuff's free. Like, I think they sell the cards just for like ease of access. But...
For use, yeah. And I tell you what, it is a lot easier to use the cards. That is, I will say one thing, that is not an uncomplicated game. The rules are deep and dense, and there's a lot that goes into it, and list building, which I liked because it's a lot of depth. But
yeah, I mean, I figure worst case scenario, I just have fun painting one of my favorite franchises ever. Yeah. And best case scenario, I find a game that I like.
Yeah, I need to finish my Rebels, or I need to re-establish them and then finish painting them. And this is the kind of the hard thing, is like, because I have the Rebel soldiers that I have are like the original sculpts from the original box, and they're not very good. They're old and they're that very soft plastic.
Yeah, I think that's what kept me away from it for so long, is just because, like, trying different miniatures. Like, I painted some board game minis and stuff like that, and they're very, the material I want to say is like the same as like a lot of board game miniatures. Like, it's like that PVC, right? And I just didn't like how the sculpts looked that much.
I do also have, like, I have the CIS from the starter box, and I did always like droids. Back in the day, they were kind of...
was my second choice.
Yeah. Star Wars Legion has my favorite activation system in any game.
Random?
Well, it's not completely random. It's random, but part of list building. So what it is you have a token for every... You have a token for every unit, but the tokens aren't specific to units, they're types. So your leaders have a leader token. Your troops all get a troop token. No matter what kind of troop they are, they'll have a troop token. And you have to have a minimum 3 troops. So you have 1 leader and 3 troops and 1 heavy and 1 support. You would put that all in the bag. If you draw a troop token, you can activate any of your troops with that troop token. So activation control by list building. So like putting in a single heavy, because the heavies are really powerful, right? They're really big and really tough to deal with, and they have a lot of hit points, and they often tend to like dominate your list. The problem is that if you have that and you have to have your 3 troops, it's very difficult to control when you activate your heavy. So it's kind of the same thing. Like, Darth Vader is an immensely powerful powerhouse, but it's very difficult if you're drawing blind to control when you get to actually activate him. However, at the same time, at the beginning of every turn, both players play what's called an order. And the order has a number on it, a number of pips, either 1 through 3. Unless you're playing Han, who has a 0 pip card because Han shoots first. That's literally the name of the card.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. You get to pick another. You get to pick that number of units to give an order to, and then you can activate them at will. But the player who activates an order with the lower number of pips gets to choose who goes first.
I see.
So I can activate something, and I think for General Veers' order is 0 to 4 pips now. Oh, it's 0 to 4 now. Interesting. So I am quoting the old rule. Sorry. So like Veers had one that was like, it was some quote from Hoth. The quote he gives when they're like firing on the shield generator. And that one is
fire when ready.
I think so. And that one is 3 pips. And you get to put down like these artillery markers. It's basically implied that Veers' AT-AT is firing at the field. And you get to put down 3 orders. But if Luke puts down his single pip, which I think it's Return of the Jedi, I might be wrong, which is basically it only activates Luke, and he gets to fight first and twice before anybody else. Luke will get to go first, but you only have 1 order. So it's this balancing act of putting in your list, building in redundancy is very good, but of course that means that you lock yourself out of the really good option. You basically have to sacrifice good stuff and to get controls over stuff, which I really like.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's very in depth. It's very interesting. It means that you're building your army matters in a way that, like, not to diss on 40k, because I don't think this decision by 40k is bad, but 40k has kind of abandoned that in a lot of ways. Although they're getting back into it with 11th, kind of, like bringing certain things.
Very small.
Yeah. Steal for his bots big box but not looking for melee weapons? Hey, no. Players modified Star Wars version of Dead Man's Hand. That would be funny. The weird scale, I think, threw a lot of people off Shatterpoint. Yeah, maybe, but it seemed to do okay for Marvel Crispy Pancakes or whatever. Marvel Crisis Protocol, sorry. So what baffles me is not that Shatterpoint failed. What baffles me is that it failed when Marvel Crisis Protocol, by all counts, did really good. My only gripe is the core rules are good. The unit upgrade rules are where the skill expression is. So like Warhammer, if you have a big knowledge disparity, you get smushed. Yep. Yeah, Legion is a game where the better player does tend to win. But it's still random, so 2 players of equal, or relatively equal.
Yeah.
Good as level skill there, however, it's much harder to play if it's not your main game. Yes, it is. For Circle of the Red Legion. Cool note. Dooku gets a thing. Yes. Dooku's keyword is mastermind, so if you match pips, he gets to go first. And they add little flavor things like that to a lot of the characters, and it's really fun. It does a very good job of capturing the flavor and the feeling of the characters in Star Wars.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is not something you can necessarily say for Star Wars all the time, so... insert the cut of the... remember the Star Wars game for the Wii? The dance game?
Unfortunately.
Did we lose Mitchell?
No, you're just talking about Star Wars.
I forgot Mitchell doesn't like Star Wars. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I actually did play one game of Legion.
Oh.
I just wanted to try it out because somebody tried to convince me that it was a really, really cool system, and it was a really cool system. I just did not care at all about the world.
And I do think it is a really cool system, but I don't know if it's not... If you don't like Star Wars, I don't think it'll grab you, right?
Yeah. Especially when there's all those, like, flavor things.
Right. If all those flavor things don't matter to you, then why does it matter to you? Like, I think it's still a good game, but, there's so many good games. Necromanda's a good game, right? Yeah, and like Kevin says, it's really hard to find time. That's why I don't play Legion. I need to get my Legion out of a box. I will tell you, building the battle droids did not spark joy.
Yeah, those look fiddly as hell, too.
Those were spindly, little clankers.
Wow. Josh, no cursing.
Roger. When they ask you how you are and you say you're Roger, but you're not really Roger. Where is C7? It's like the game's worst game of bingo. There you are.
Yeah, StarCraft is coming soon. And that's something that Josh doesn't care about and the rest of us do, so let's talk about that for a while.
I mean, go ahead, please. I hack enough as it is.
I'm a little sour with them.
Yeah, I know.
Because you still haven't gotten your Kickstarter, right?
Because shops, and they've released Wave 2, and Wave 1 hasn't even made it to the people who pre-ordered it God knows how long ago.
Yeah, that's not a good situation to be in, because, like, holding it and not releasing Wave 2, which I'm sure was already planned when they started this, like, can really kill you as a game company. So I get it, but it's not fun for the gamer.
It feels pretty bad.
I get it. I don't want to be happy about it.
Yeah, like, if I would have known that, like, our game store was going to get it before they'd ship it out to me, I'd have just waited for it to come to the game store.
Especially because you work there and get a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a double feel bad for you specifically.
I mean, there was a reason I was at Adepticon, and I was like, I could get this now, but I'll wait.
And you were apparently the correct answer.
Yeah, I guess.
There was bingo drama at the community center I rented? What? Like, they were playing bingo while you were there, or...?
No, Kevin's just a really competitive bingo player.
Flips the table, curses out an old lady, demands to see a judge. I can't wait to win that toaster. Kevin's like, not on my watch. Okay.
This is straight up gambling nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, bingo was always stealth gambling. That was never not true. Would you guys be super mad at me if I put a shiver sword on someone who actually has serpent fangs?
I'll complain about you to the arbitrator.
I know, but the arbitrator doesn't mean I do what I want without asking. Also, it's too late. I've already glued the backpack on.
I mean, or you could just have serpent fangs.
Well, no, sorry. Correction. Shiver Sword is the model I like better. Serpent Fangs is what I put on him.
Okay. Or you could just have the Shiver Sword. We go back.
Yeah, but the Shiver Sword's not nearly as fun as the Serpent's Fangs. Serpent Fangs are ballin'.
Ballin'?
Straight ballin'. Straight blazin'.
Battle at Ballin' Tomb?
Has anyone done that Photoshop where it's Ballin's tomb and it's Ballin like slam dunking a basketball?
I believe so.
If not, they need to. Get on that, Kevin. You're the dwarf fan and Photoshopper.
And then Cody is right there.
Oh, that's true.
Also dwarf fan and Photoshopper.
Yeah, but it's a dumb thing, so I'm assuming Kevin's gonna want to do it.
That's true.
Yes, because photoshopping Mitchell's face onto wrong pants 3 years ago.
Hey, that's art.
Of the highest art.
That's art, Cody.
I should make that my picture on Discord.
You should. Did that video go up yet? That didn't go up yet, right? Or
no, I'm talking about the wrong pants.
When we did the cuddle
video.
Oh, the old one. Right. Forgot about that. Hey, look, at least it was a good Photoshop. The last time someone tried to Photoshop one of our faces onto something for a video, it was the older editor, not even the one you'd met, and it was so unrecognizable I couldn't even tell it was supposed to be me. Which is good.
Is this not the Mitchell seal of approval?
No, there was before you were working with it. There was a time that someone tried to Photoshop my head onto Sean Connery from Zardoz. That's the one where Sean Connery's wearing the red bikini thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were reviewing the Boss Head Bunka, and I kept making Zardoz jokes. If you've never seen Zardoz, it's an incredibly weird movie that is not very good.
What? A weird movie that's not very good that Josh likes?
I didn't say I liked it. It's fascinating.
Wait.
I'm not... Yeah. Kurdik says, apparently the previous Friday there was bingo and there were accusations the bingo was rigged.
How do you rig bingo?
Went for a demo game of StarCraft in a local store. Looked like a game with a good simple base and a million ways for every unit to disregard those basics. Yes, it is a exception-based design.
I like games like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of two minds about it. Like, to be fair, most gameplay is exception-based design, but there does become a limit where, like, if nothing's respecting the rules very well, that gets kind of frustrating. But that limit is very arbitrary and player dependent.
Yeah.
The lady running the community center had to refund a part of the rental. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, does that mean she actually did it? Like, did she rig the bingo thing? Or... Because that's, Well, I'm guessing if they had actually rigged it, I'm sure you wouldn't want to actually rent it for your own thing.
As long as it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's fair. And you come up and you're like, so I just heard that conversation. How much are you knocking off my price to make sure I still give you this check?
How much for me to stay quiet about it?
My silence can
How
be
much
bought.
do I need to pay you on top to make me win the Age of Sigmar tournament that he's gonna sell?
That I'm hosting. Well, I mean, can you imagine if you held a raffle for, like, oh, I don't know, a giant Knight Titan, and then you, the store owner, won it? Nobody would ever do that, right?
No.
Did somebody do that?
Oh, you haven't heard that story?
No.
It was an armature.
Oh, sorry.
It was
an armature that Kevin painted for free and was part of a raffle, and the store owner won it and then sold it at the store. Not our store owner, by the way. This is not our game store.
What the heck?
Yeah. Store that will not be named. I mean, I'm not going to name our store either, but, you know. It's not ours, I can tell you that much. I would not be patronizing our store. I say ours like I own it. The game store that I like. I would not be patronizing if that had happened there.
Yeah, have Kevin tell you about that later.
Yeah. There's more to it than I am not saying on stream, obviously. For legal reasons.
Just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, all you have to say is allegedly, and all accusations are forgiven.
For example, allegedly, Kevin owns a pet Fluffy Roaster 5000.
Allegedly. No, he traded it in for the soup maker, cremator
The
thing.
human super? I keep winning a raffle and people are becoming suspicious of me.
Back when I was playing FNM, there was for Magic, Friday Night Magic, there would be a random giveaway, and I won it like 3 weeks in a row. And spoiler alert, I work at that store.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. That's why, like, rule number 1 is you don't allow employees or their relatives to engage in a raffle or any kind of, like, promotion. It was not an armature, it was a Knight Castellan.
Oh, it was a Knight?
Yeah, no.
Oh
yeah, no, I was about to. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, it
you
was.
You were right. I thought it was. I was told it was a small Knight.
Well, were you told that by somebody who had an interest in maybe downplaying how bad that was?
No, I was told it by our boss.
Oh, well. Look, everyone gets things wrong.
Yep.
Even our glorious, infallible producer who's never wrong. Da, 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 da.
Sorry, I'm painting things very small, and I'm having trouble not putting it up to my face. I have to be under the camera.
That is one of my... and I will say, Mitchell, you are blocking out the camera. When you're leaning over like that, because your light is apparently slightly behind your head.
It is.
That's okay.
So it's... The options are slight in shadow or not on camera at all.
Yep.
So slight in shadow it is.
And it's hard. Cody, are you there? Is your camera frozen?
No, I'm here.
Okay, nope, just making sure.
Unless it just froze. No, it's there.
It was more than a little miffed? Really? I can't imagine why you would be upset at that.
You need to text that to me right now, Kevin. Like the name of the shop, just because I have theories.
Oh, I mean,
I just want to know if they're true.
I will never say more on camera, obviously. Allegedly.
I just need Kevin to text in the group chat.
Yeah, I was going to say Kevin can tell you. It's been more than 3 wins. Well, Duke Moosey, you might need to change your name. Grow a mustache. Shave it off. If you already have a mustache.
The next one in disguise.
Yeah, put a mustache on. If you already have a mustache, put a mustache on top of your mustache. They'll never expect that.
Yeah, they'll be like, Duke only has one mustache. This obviously isn't him.
Yeah. That ridiculous man with 2 mustaches is clearly not Duke Moosey. Hello, I am Duke Moosey Replace. No, hello, I am the the Baron Caribou. Because, Duke and Moose and... Never mind.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
It was way funny in my head, all right? Okay.
Okay.
I had a feeling. It was that one.
Allegedly, it's a post located near Bluey? I don't know who that is. Oh, I see. The little blue man? Yeah, second mustache should work. That way I don't have to shave. Exactly. I mean, growing a mustache is difficult. So, not having to shave it off is important. So, grow a second
growing
mustache.
A second mustache. Now, see, is that more or less difficult than growing your first mustache?
You don't grow the second mustache. You put a fake one on top of your real mustache.
How silly of me.
Yeah, come on, Mitchell. Don't be ridiculous. You can't grow a second mustache.
My apologies.
I just had a major ADHD brain moment of jumping from 4 different things to a reference that I don't know if anyone's gonna get. Did you guys ever, as kids?
Was that any different than normal?
No. I was just explaining I'm just explaining why I'm about to say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
So you don't feel weirded out. Did anybody read the Sideways Stories of Wayside High? Oh no, Sideways Stories at Wayside School books when you were kids.
Yes.
I don't know how to read.
What? Did you say you don't know how to read?
Also, no.
Well, they were written by Louis Sacker, who you would probably know as the writer of the book Holes, in the movie of the same name. Anyway, they were very silly. I loved them as a kid. But the reason I thought of mustaches is that the janitor, who was a self-insert character for Louis Sacker, had a rainbow-colored mustache. And then there was one of the stories where he became the assistant principal, and he shaved it off, and he was mean. And I remember, this is one of those things you remember as a kid that you shouldn't remember, but I remember the line of when he got angry, his face would turn red, and the place where his mustaches would turn purple. Just one of those memories.
That is crazy.
I should find those books again. For those of you who've not read them out there, they're children's books. I have no idea if they're any good anymore. But the gist was that they built a school, but the architect read the blueprints wrong, and instead of being 1 floor with 31 rooms, it was 31 floors with 1 room each. The architect said he was very sorry.
I don't think I've even ever heard of those books.
I've read them. Well, I've read some of them. I don't know.
Yeah, they were what Louis Sacker was doing before he wrote Holes and got really famous and really, really well known. And
I did read Holes.
Yeah, Holes was good.
That was a good one.
It's a good book, good movie too. Even if it does have actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf, allegedly.
I do not condone any cannibalism.
Allegedly.
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 All right, I think my shotgun guy's done. Show him on camera. I don't know if you have me flipped on stream. I just realized.
I don't know if you have what?
If I'm flipped on stream.
Oh, yeah, you're coming in from the top, but it's okay. I can flip it if you want. Just give me a second.
No, I was just gonna flip my model over if.
I'm trying to figure out how this goes on here.
Because of the implication. Okay, going back to crossbowman.
Okay, that goes there. All right.
Don't know why I took you off your plinth.
I was gonna kind of dry brush and do a initial slap chop just to get some color on these guys, but now I'm kind of afraid that if I do that, I might break them because they are spindly. Which, I mean, should just mean I should just not dry brush so darn hard, but that's difficult.
I've definitely broke some 3D printed models because
same.
I dry brush too hard.
Same. The more I drink of this Zevia, the less I like it.
And your first sip was, it has an aftertaste.
Well, it's because it's flavored with the stevia stuff, which I don't like the taste of. So yeah, my Zevia review is, it's fine, I guess. I won't buy it again. Now I've got the song from Hole stuck
soda
in my
clone,
head.
or is it like flavored water?
It's cola. Here, oh, you can't see the screen. Here, I'll put it. It is Zevia, soda made better. It is cola, and it does taste like cola.
Is it made better?
Is it what?
Is it made better?
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know that.
Fair.
It's non-GMO, vegan, and kosher. Ingredients: carbonated water, natural flavors, stevia extract, tartaric acid. Is that how they make tartar sauce? Caffeine and citric acid. Digging on dig it. Thank you, Duke Moosey. Yes, I have that song stuck in my head now because I remember that movie. That movie came out like just the right time for me. It was just the right age, so it was stuck in my brain forever. And I think it was good. It's got Tim Blake Nelson in it.
Mm-hmm.
John Voight's in it, right? Yeah.
Yep, John Voight.
Well, I guess the twist ending with him is not particularly great, but that part hasn't aged well. But the rest of it's good.
Oh no, it has oh god. Never mind. I shouldn't have even started talking. The woman that played Catwoman a long time ago.
Halle Berry?
No, longer than that.
Oh.
God, Eartha Kitt?
Oh, right.
It has Eartha Kitt in it.
Yeah, I forgot Eartha Kitt is Madam
Zamboni or whatever her name is.
It wasn't Zamboni, Zeroni?
Zeroni.
Yeah, Madam Zeroni. Yeah, I forgot she was Eartha. I forgot that was Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt's great.
Yeah.
Running for my life from Shia LaBeouf. Brandishing a knife with Shia LaBeouf. Looking in the shadows. Allegedly, it's Shia LaBeouf. You know what, Rob? That guy is Rob Cantor. Is his name?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a really funny name for a singer because a cantor is a religious singer. He does children's show music. That's what he does now.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
Before that, he was part of a band called Tally Hall.
Tally Hall.
Which most people don't know, but some people do know Tally Hall. It was a very kind of a strange band. He was the yellow tie man in Tally Hall. That's how he got his start. And then he did that, and I have his album. I think he released a couple albums, but I have the one he did called Not a Trampoline. It's great. It's got a picture of a fried chicken on the cover. And then after that, if you look at his IMDb page, it's all like, it's all children's TV show music.
Oh.
Yeah, he has to spread awareness of Shia LaBeouf at a young age.
Are you saying there's like subliminal messages in the TV shows
allegedly
warning them about?
Yes.
That being said, I do have to hand it to Shia LaBeouf for taking it and being in the music video for it.
Yeah.
And just doing the Orson Welles clap. That was good. That was really good.
Okay. Time to look at this guy from arm's length and see if I care to do anymore.
Is this adequate?
And adequate he is.
When did everybody start hating Shia LaBeouf? Was it the Indiana Jones movie?
I think it was after that. He started to go a little crazy.
Yeah, he did have kind of
when he started doing some weird stuff on the internet.
Gotcha.
Like, it wasn't even really his acting that made people not like him.
Gotcha. It's your leg. Ah, it's caught in a bear trap.
All right. Unfortunately, I do have to go here soon. I got about 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, that's when you went crazy. Okay, I forgot. I'm gonna be honest. I never really kept up well with celebrity stuff, so I forgot he'd gone crazy, which was after Crystal Skull, right? I wonder if he went crazy because of what happened in Crystal Skull, like just the fan reaction, because he did. The internet was very mean to him.
I mean, maybe it was the Crystal Skull itself, the aliens.
Oh. Thank you, Kevin, for funding your own channel.
Kevin,
with $2. I want to do a musical about human water cremator, so it's like a modern Sweeney Todd. Attend the tale of Barney Sloop. He kills people and turns them into soup. I don't know. But yeah, a modern Sweeney Todd where instead of meat pies, it's she puts them in the cremator and turns them into soup.
I mean, all you'd really have to do is make it an American Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know this, but England still looks like that.
That's fair. That's fair. London has not changed.
Yeah, not even once.
This is when he did the Just Do It stuff and weird live streams. Gotcha. I didn't know he did live streams.
I don't know that either.
I do like how some of the dudes that went to the He Will Not Divide Us and did the entire Dark Knight Bane scene later became a WWE pro wrestler. Oh, what's that? I don't know who that is. I've not actually seen that. I never saw the third Batman movie with Christopher Nolan with Bane.
It was fine. I saw it in theaters.
I think that's why I didn't see it, because I heard it was fine.
That's fine.
Soup time.
All right. I've pseudo-finished 2 models, so I think I'm going to call it there.
Oh, well, pretty good.
Oh, we'll take it. 2 more I can add to my crew.
We take these L's as we get them, as we say.
Exactly. Wait, that's L's or losses?
W's. Dang it. Sorry. It's been a long week, folks. No, L for finished mini. I don't know.
L this man. L him.
L him. All right, so how do I leave without screwing up the stream?
You just turn it off. I do the rest, and honestly, it's just going to be a black screen when you leave. That's what I do.
Part. You don't.
The neat part.
Ooh.
Right. See you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming, Mitchell. See you.
Later,
I'll see you later.
You will see me later. Bye.
I gotta give him the 50 lashes of the wet noodle.
Oh God.
Story of Sweeney Todd, the demon slopper of 67th Street. Oh God, not 6. No, we can't do 67th Street. It's a dead meme now. The kids told me it's dead meme. He's a pressure cooker and makes a bean bone broth. Attend the story of Slopper Todd. Slopper Todd is now the name of my slopper.
Mine's Cooking Mama.
Like the DS game?
Exactly like the DS game.
Okay. I like the Bane, but the rest of the movie was alright, but when you're following up Ledger as a Joker... Yeah, I mean, and like, The Dark Knight was so, That being said, they didn't make a huge mistake to hear the dead, heard the total gift lost. So, what I said there was they made a serious mistake by hiring a guy and having him talk through a mask. So I've got C17 and then I've got C37. I could fit either of them, but which one do I like better? No, so yeah, C17 and C13. C13 I like. What does C17 look like? C17 has the more of the mask. Take a look at the front cover. DS game, that was pretty good. I actually heard people liked it. I never had a DS. My Nintendo console acquisition went Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced SP, Nintendo Switch. I just skipped a whole bunch of generations at once because I just didn't have any reason to play Nintendo games, I guess.
Yeah, I made it to GameCube, and then I switched to Xbox.
It's a crime to hide his luscious lips? I don't know whose luscious lips you're talking about. Now wait, what model are you using for Big Mama Slopper?
Well, see, I have the Slopper model, and I made it, and it was really annoying to build. And now I feel like since I named it Cookin' Mama, I either just have to make it that it's a weird joke, or find a different model.
Just that like the Escher are so unaccepting of men at this point in their gangs that if you join, you just get a lady's name.
Yeah,
and they're fine with it. And it's not nobody's mean about anything of it. They're just look, if you want to be in the gang. Also, I said Big Mama, not Cookin' Mama. Sorry.
yeah, it's like no boys allowed. But I mean, he does make.
This guy makes a mean stew. Oh, Tom Hardy's Luscious. Yes. I'm sorry, Kevin. I didn't quite follow the logic line there. Because it was flippin' weird. You want me to follow along? You can't say stupid crap. All right. C18. Okay, so I've got my medic and I've got my everyone. You don't get to don't worry, this guy won't hurt you. He's mostly armless. He doesn't get arms yet, or he doesn't get anything yet because I'm going to save him for later when I want to build something else. Let's build our Zeitgeist.
Yeah, I have a lot of models built and painted that I either won't use or won't be using for a while, like, this heavy chem thrower and stuff like that. But, when I get to a point in the campaign, she'll be ready.
That's my Orlock, which is like I have a ton of models just built and ready to go with a bunch of random crap, so I can kind of like upgrade somebody. And eventually I want to paint them all. What I figure I'll do is I'll make myself paint them before I'm allowed to put them in the game. Take back my super chat. Oh no!
Fair.
The money that from you to you. Self-funding. Actually, it's not even that, because technically it's putting money in, losing 20% of it to taxes, and then getting it back.
And 20% to YouTube and...
Oh, yeah. Have you considered just giving $5 to your wife and having her save it for you for a bit? Or are you worried she'll spend it on elves? Oh, so Kevin, and Cody, what do you think about the rumors that the dwarf logo on the foot of one of the new Sons of Behemoth is confirmation that we're getting Khazalid Empire?
Hopeful.
I don't know if you guys
There is a
saw
lot
that.
of stuff on them.
Marcus the Worm. Who's Marcus the Worm? Sorry, I don't know. Wait, Marcus the Worm, like, from Labyrinth? Was that the worm's name? It's been a while since... I mean, I've seen Labyrinth a lot, but it's been a while since I saw Labyrinth. I don't remember names.
There's only a couple things I remember from Labyrinth, and I'm sure you can guess one of them.
David Bowie's Lance.
Yeah.
And the song, of course. That song's great. You remind me of the Babe. Babe with the power. Oh, David Bowie. That one makes me sad. Here's his money back. Thanks, Duke Moosey.
Oh, you included tax and YouTube's cut.
Get wrecked, Kevin. I feel like I should specify before anybody thinks that some random person is being mean to me. That is Kevin, who is on Miniatures Rundown a lot. So, he's allowed to give me grief.
You hear that, Kevin? He just gave you permission.
I mean, allowed is a very loose term. It's more like, let me put it this way. I don't have the ability to stop him. I think would be the better way to put it. At least not easily. Not efficiently. What kind of magic spells to use? Now I've got that song stuck in my head. I think it's just a song stuck in my head kind of night. One more day, and that's the weekend. Consensus? Oh no. Free? Oh no, it's more like under new management. Okay. Sometimes they put some of those screw gates in the worst darn place.
I think I just gotta do flesh tones on these ladies and silver metallic, and I think they're about done.
All right. Yeah, to get the initial coat of paint on these guys, I'm going to do slap chop. I don't know what color I'm going to make the robes. I might just do the default brown, because it does look good. And if I'm just trying to get colors on guys, I don't want to spend too long agonizing about it.
Yeah, that's why I just went with mostly box art Escher.
Well, I don't, I mean, like, you know, I painted my Orlok box art. I don't think there's anything wrong with box art. Sometimes it looks good. I don't love the Delaque box art, because it's kind of boring. To me. It does match them, though.
Yeah, I just rarely do anything box art.
Right. Yeah, you know me, I don't either, usually. Orlok are like the one big exception.
I usually come up with some stupid scheme for something and then
hey, they look good.
Roll with it.
I think your dwarves look good. I mean, that might be because I really loved Lego Rock Raiders, but
yeah,
I think it looks good.
I think that's one of my favorite stupid ideas.
I should find that PC game again and see if I could beat it, because I never did beat it as a kid.
Yeah, I had the fake one for PlayStation, which wasn't as nearly as good, but I still put a lot of hours into it for some reason.
Oh, yeah. It's like, what did somebody bring up the other day that I put a ton of hours into? Oh, I know. Zoombinis. Did you ever play Zoombinis as a kid?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, so there was actually kind of like an edutainment game. You know, the educational ones for kids? Because it was a game of logic puzzles, but it was all about these little blueberry guys called Zoombinis. Who the goal was to get them from one end of the map to the other through all these challenges and puzzles. And it's actually kind of dark because, like, you end up having to, like, sacrifice them along the way to get some of them there alive.
Jeez.
Yeah, like you know, you'll only be able to get
outweigh the needs of the few, I guess.
Yeah. But I played so much of that. But as a kid, I could never quite beat it. And now I kind of want to go back and see how hard those puzzles are, like if I was just, you know, a kid, or if they were actually really challenging.
Fair. I mean, it's basically Lemmings, yeah.
Isn't that Lemmings? It's a lot like Lemmings. I'll post it in the Discord later, but no, Zoombinis, I think Zoombinis is like Lemmings, but with a focus on being, like, logic edutainment puzzles for kids.
Well, I'm not going to start the next color because I have to head out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining me, Cody.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, everybody hanging out in the chat. It's a good stream. Got a lot of stuff done.
I'm here embarrassing myself getting this foot on because I can't get it to go where I want to go.
Nah,
All right.
I think your stream's frozen too, by the way.
Oh, of course, of everything else. I'll reboot it.
Anyway, on that note, later, everybody.
Deactivate. Activate. There you go, yeah. Nobody told me that it was frozen. You guys gotta let me know this, Kevin. You're in chat. That's not serious, by the way. You don't actually have to watch the stream of people that you know painting. Not even painting, building. Well, I'm going to build here in the last 10 minutes. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put this on first and then put this in because I think that'll actually help me figure out where it goes. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Oh, I know, remember, it was Zumbini's Logical Journey. I liked that game a lot as a kid. It was that, because I didn't have game consoles as a kid, because my dad did not like them. Probably for good reason, given I have a addictive personality and can easily get sucked into things. But he'd have, he was okay with PC games, because they were a little more cerebral, a little more... Trying that glass orb thing. Kevin, no. So I had, like, Zumbini's Age of Empires 2. Played a lot of Age of Empires 2. So much Age of Empires 2. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in a game coming out than Age of Empires 3, because it came out right when I was, like, in a, transitioning from middle school to high school, and it was right at that age where I've been really pumped for it, and it just was not very good. You should go gambling with me. I do not think that would be a good idea. I also actually, like, despite my addictive personality, I don't like gambling. It upsets me when I lose, so I don't get the hit of must do it again. I basically gamble once, and then get screwed and go, oh, this is stupid, and then don't play anymore. Because the only thing I hate more than... The only thing that overrides my addictive personality is feeling like I can't have any way to make this better, and that's gambling. I would probably have a lot of fun, like, playing blackjack or maybe even poker. I'm not really good at poker, but I do enjoy playing it. But even then, the first time I, like, lost all of my money, I would go, oh, okay, well, this was not what I enjoy doing, and I would stop. I can change that. I'm an expert. Well, hey, you know what? If you're buying, sure, we'll go with you. It's your money. That's fine. I don't have to, nothing to lose. But I would look at all the money and go, could have bought this with that. Could have bought this with that. Could have bought this with that. And I'm very cynical and hopeless, so I have no hope that I'll actually win money. So I don't gamble. Except in war games, where I do, because, war games are technically also gambling, but you're not putting things on the line, except your time. And also, it's supposed to be fun along the way. There we go. A little noctical here. Oh, my camera zoomed back out. That's okay. I'm going to put an X here for where my camera is pointed. Not noctical, this is my Psygeist. Psygeist number 2. Electric Psygeist-Loo. But you don't lose. That's not the mindset you need. I think I will just not change my mindset and not go into casinos. And I think, you know what? My life will not get any worse not going to a casino. You gotta manifest it. Yeah, that's how that works. Sure, the people putting their next mortgage into the slot machine are manifesting real well. You have a gambling addiction. Call the gambling addiction hotline. What are some good 3D prints to look for? Oh, you're going to be way more specific, because I can give you about 1 billion 3D prints of different things. Like, are you looking for... So if you're looking for Necromunda-specific stuff, unfortunately, I'm the wrong person to ask, because I don't use my printer for that, because I like a lot of the Necromunda stuff. That being said, 3D printing tokens, fantastic. I love that. Terrain. Oh, there's so much terrain. Look for Kickstarters on terrain, and you can find some amazing terrain on like Warhammer adjacent terrain that is really good and really fun. And a lot of it's like, also, I guess when you say 3D print, do you mean resin or do you mean FDM? Because if you mean filament printing, that's a different story than resin printing. Because resin printing is great for little dudes. Filament printing is fantastic for terrain. I like this guy has a suit, but they did like, you know, like I'm going to paint the face on the inside. I'm not going to, by the way. I'm just going to put it in shadow because I'm not nuts. I'm not saying you're nuts if you do, but I would have to be nuts to do that. I like breathing, so just filament. Yeah. I mean, you can do resin. I have my resin printer in a different area that's in a grow tent, so it is fully pressure negative, so it doesn't go in. But yeah, filament, so terrain. That's a different subject of an entirely different stream. I can put some stuff in the some of my favorites from my mini factory in the Discord later, if you remind me. Should have done that a while ago. Briefings for the week. Kevin's advice is not indicative of the opinions of Miniatures Rundown. Please do not follow any of Kevin's medical advice, or gambling advice, or advice, unless it's on list building. He's good at that. Alright, time to make steak. 39.40. We're at 39.40. I think it's the thing I don't like the most about this stevia stuff is it leaves my mouth feeling dry. Oh, Zoom beanies. Just unlocked a long part of my childhood memory. Yeah! Zoom beanies was like, yeah, oh man, we played so much Zoom beanies. We had it at the computer at school, and I got it. Oh, you know what? Here's another childhood memory for you Americans. I don't know if this extended outside the US. I imagine not, but it might have. Scholastic book fairs. Remember those? And they would have PC games at the book fair sometimes. And I bought Zoombeani's Logical Journey at the book fair. And my dad was okay with it because he was like, well, you bought an educational game. And yeah, I used to play that. And maybe that's why I still like logic puzzles. Because I really do like logic puzzles and pattern puzzles and stuff like that. Maybe that's why I still like them, because I played them so much as a kid. It's the nicest thing I've said today. Oh, Kevin. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's the nicest thing about anyone said about you today. You're married. Blink twice if I need to file a domestic abuse hotline. I mean, I guess you can be married and have someone not say anything nice about you for a whole day. I wouldn't know. There's still a thing. My nephew has some school. Interesting. I work with schools, and I guess I don't know because I don't work with schools in that way, so. That's good. I'm glad they still exist. Because those were always fun. Those were so cool. She never compliments my list? Well, yeah, that's because she builds better ones. Actual pro gamer Kevin's wife. I won't say her name just in case she doesn't want me to or something like that. Oh wait, she was on a video, wasn't she? Am I just remembering? Was she on the Elves video with you, Kevin? I can't remember. Thought she was. Still play AO2? Yeah, AOE2 is still going strong. Like, I haven't played it for a long time, but it's still getting updates. It's still getting like releases of new stuff because it's really funny that they kind of abandoned Age of Empires 3 and apparently Age of Empires 4. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, Daughters of Cain. Okay, so Cheryl was in the Daughters of Cain video. Okay, so yeah. Well, if you can't tell from that video, she's terrifying to fight in games because she's very good at list building and playing games. I think I've beat Cheryl like once, and I think she was using like a brand new list or something like that. Oh, I always hate wrapping around these things. Okay, so this goes like this. And this goes like this. And this part touches the inside of this part and loops around? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that slots in there. And then that part slots. Okay, I got it. Now I have to undo it just enough to put plastic glue on it. Slurp. Slurp. There we go. Gonna let that dry before touching it again. That kit is awful. I don't think it's awful. This is not bad. I mean, this is not my most fun kit, but maybe now I have not put together the other ones. So far, I've only put together him, and he wasn't great, but not terrible. And the Saigeist isn't great, but not terrible. The Spectre, we'll get to. I might even get to that tonight. I might just keep going, just because. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this when I turn the camera off anyway. So extra long stream for you guys. Woo! Wow, Josh, everyone stopped watching after Mitchell and Cody left. What a surprise. All right, let's give him a snake. Mr. Snake. Mr. Snake. I'm building this model. This model and the Spectre, the Piscian Spectre, are why I'm playing Delaque. I like these guys, the weird, hooded. Like, if I could get hoods for all the Delaque, I would. And I might someday get another Delaque box and then find some nice 3D printed heads and print them. C41. C41. Where's C41? I will say that it does not spark joy that the kits are not in order. There we go. Now the Noct Ghouls looks like he's absolutely terrifying. They have the beard buffs. There we go. I like these sanding sticks for building, by the way. Someone commented on Discord, I think, like I spent more time building and sanding than you would think. And I think that's a me thing. I'm very persnickety and particular about that. Lots of people don't do this, and their models look great, so you probably don't need to go to the extent that I'm doing it. And I'd probably build faster if I wasn't. But it'll bug me. Fear the beard. Yeah, unfortunately, my beard is not there anymore. My skin was drying out really nasty under my beard. And not for lack of cleanliness, because I'm a guy who takes a shower every day. But yeah, my skin was it was really itchy and uncomfortable. And it wasn't the length and it wasn't the hair itself. So I was like, I need to shave my beard. So I did. I miss it. Yep, I am literally shamed. Literally beard shamed. You say that like you didn't see me on Sunday without it. It wasn't I've been using the beard oil. It wasn't that. It was the skin itself underneath it. Like, the hair was fine. And here's the thing. After I've shaven the beard off, I'm still struggling with that. So I think it's a different issue. I think it's like a me issue or a water issue or a skin issue of some kind that I need to resolve. Might be something I'm allergic to because I did change some other stuff. Terrain Altalair. Ooh, okay. Is that are they on my mini factory? Are they on Thingiverse? Or is it their own website? I'll have to look into that, because I do like free terrain. At this point, I probably don't need any free terrain, because I bought so darn much of it, because I'm a sucker. I just backed a brand new terrain Kickstarter. I did not back the Zorp one. Almost did. No, I don't think I have eczema. I hope not. It's literally only on, like, my face. Which, I mean, I guess you can develop eczema when you get older, so if it continues, I will go to a doctor. Right now, I'm just trying a different skincare regimen. And having the beard not there, unfortunately, makes it a little bit easier. All right. We must now put the hand where it is now gripping the snake. Firmly grasp it. Is that a spot for his thumb? Yes, it is. See, you say this is a bad kit. I love this crap. I get to leave the in-laws now. Thanks for tolerating me. Oh, that's where you were. Oh, my goodness. Well, thanks for dropping by, Kevin. Just realized I'm 7 minutes behind stream. Ah, yes, I wonder why you took a while to get to Zoom Beanies. That happens sometimes. But By the way, please do let me know if my camera dies again. I have to get another monitor, which I will do later, because right now mine is in a place where I can't see it. So I have to look over and see that my stream is still up. So I'm going to finish assembling this guy right here, and then I'll call it. I don't think I'm going to get to the Pisky Inspector tonight. I probably won't get to the Pisky Inspector on stream. I might record it, though, so that if it goes weird or wacky, or if I want to talk about it, I can talk about it as B-roll. But I don't think I'm going to do it on stream tonight, because my throat is dry, and I'm very tired, because it has been a long flippin' week. I hope your week has been going okay out there. Whether you're watching now or in the VODs in the future. I am definitely going to do, because people have been asking, I will be continuing the series on building lists from those boxes. Next one I'm going to do is actually going to be Cawdor, because it's another one I've never done. Annoyingly intricate assembly is a GW feature, not a bug. They need to make it that way a lot of time. Yep, it's all about maximizing the detail they can get with the molds they have, and then it's all computer sliced nowadays, right? They don't slice it manually. My understanding from what I've heard from people who have inside knowledge is that they do override slice, right? Like if they do look at it, and if it's not good, they will change it. However, that is a QA thing, which means sometimes it fails. I bought Civilization 3 from a Scholastic book fair. I didn't get into Civ somehow. The only Civ I ever played was 5. And I played probably like 40 or 50 hours of it, so I had fun, but eventually, I don't know. I think Civ would have been a lot more fun if I was into multiplayer strategy games, but no one else around me owned Civ, and I didn't want to do like random online gaming. So I never got much into Civ. Where does this go? Oh, this is the second half of the snake. Okay, so it goes arm. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do this? Ugh. Okay, that's his arm. Got it. Okay, so that goes here. Okay, this is why I like plastic glue, because I can put this in. Yeah, oh, GSC will be there too. That one will be a little harder. And as much as I am... So here's the thing. I am actually probably more excited about building a GSC than almost any other gang. Just because of how new and exciting it will be to build them when they feel more on par with everyone. However, they're not a main gang, and unfortunately the main gangs get all the love, and they do better metrics-wise. Also, we just like covering the main gangs first, because it feels more Necromunda. And their newer players who actually need that information are more likely to play the main gangs, right? They're more likely to pick one of the 6 main gangs. And I'm also legitimately excited for Cawdor too, because I never played Cawdor. And I really do want to, I'm really looking forward to putting them together and seeing how they tick. Plus, if I read their rules a lot, it'll prepare me to fight Mitchell. That's my evil scheme. Not really. So I learned anything, it's that being prepared to fight someone in Necromunda matters very little. Okay, so that needs to get in there. Yeah, this is, I could see why people don't like this kit. I'm not minding it. Ashways No Measure 2039. Nah, I'm gonna be doing these pretty quickly over the course of the next few months and weeks. This week and month is really bad for me because of work stuff, but I'm gonna be trying to get these out as soon as possible. If it was old Combat Patrol, I know, and the new one's not very good. The new Genestealer Cult Combat Patrol is not good. And here's the thing. The game store I go to has one of the old Genestealer Cult's Combat Patrols. But if I buy this and go, this box you can no longer get is the perfect thing to do, no one's going to like that, right? Because they can't buy it. That doesn't help them in any way, shape, or form. Because, yeah, that was perfect. Well, better now that you can take more, although I don't know about Acolytes in the new GSC. I'm not sure about them. I think Neophytes might be the way now because of how the rules tick out, but I'm not certain on that. I gotta see. All right. Well, I didn't give anybody a Psychoteric Worm. Let's do one last thing and cover up some of the gaps that I might have missed. So, particularly here on the shoulder pads. That's the problem with those. I think yeah, this one's got it real bad. Combat Patrol magazines will be good. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that here. Is that in the States? Gotta remember I'm in the States, so I don't know if that... Yeah, my accent didn't make it very obvious. I don't know if I can get the Combat Patrol magazine, and unfortunately, it is a lot of money that I don't think I'd be willing to spend, because it's a bunch of other stuff I don't care about. Magazine not quite up to... I'm in Australia. Combat Patrol magazine is running, not quite up to GSC yet, but can't wait. Yeah, that'll be good. Galactic Draft. Also, I love your name. I'm envisioning a very, very large Star Draft. Then they had to leaving me to fight zombies. We did a Halloween meet encounter of half a dozen players with a dozen zombies. I want to a dream. I have 2 Dream Necromunda scenarios that I need to write. One of them is the train scenario, because I have the modular War Trains kit, and I need to get off my butt and paint it and display it on the channel, because it's fantastic and wonderful and would be a wonderful thing for Necromunda. And I need to write a scenario about a Rolling Roads scenario, which I know Rolling Roads isn't technically in the game anymore, but, you can still write one. And I'm writing it anyway, so why not? Where, you have to rob a train. Because the thing about this train, about the modular War train, is that it is actually big enough to fight on. Very cramped, but that suits Necromunda just fine. The other one is I want to do a Brainleaf zombie apocalypse scenario. Or maybe even a Brainleaf zombie campaign. If you don't know, Brainleaf zombies are a Necromunda lore. There is these plants that is a giant hive mind plant. It's kind of like the someone earlier mentioned Mass Effect, and I didn't get to read that comment in time before the conversation moved on, but I was a big Mass Effect fan. Less so nowadays, I think, just because of, it's not in the popular culture, and maybe we look back on it and it's not aged well in some places, although I still really have fun playing Mass Effect 3, and I wish Mass Effect multiplayer was more playable. Anyway, it's like the Thorian from Mass Effect, where it's like this big plant that hive mind controls people when it infects you. And then there's zombies they're all located in the Starship Graveyard, where the Eye of Selene has shot down a bunch of starships that try to land on Necromunda without permission, because that's how Lord Helmwar controls Necromunda, is by controlling only he's the only one who controls the port, because there's only one starport on the planet. It's in High Primus, and you have to go through there or you get shot down, and that's how he maintains control. That's his number one thing. So anyway, one of the things that was shot down was carrying Brainleaf samples, and the Brainleafs spread, so now there's you go there and you get Brainleaf zombified. So it's basically a zombie apocalypse, a zombie scenario out there. And there's some little lore about the Ash Waste nomads fighting them, and gangers will try and raid the Starship Graveyard, because of course it's a great place for loot. I would love to do a Brainleaf zombie scenario, or even a campaign where it's the Brainleaf zombies have grown large enough that they're now... Probably it would be all the gangs are, you're all fighting over control of this Badlands outpost, right? Yeah, because of the civil war between Helmars. It was, a war of succession between the winner, who won, and the loser, who lost. And the loser retreated to a hive, and she was like, fine, I'll just, I'll just shoot everything out of the sky. No one can do this. But yeah, a Brainleaf zombie scenario, and then the hard part is, of course, I'd have to write all the scenarios, or modify existing scenarios, write the campaign, and the big one is that there's no Brainleaf zombie parts. I would need to kit bash leafy zombies, which would be really cool. And someday I will do this. Mark my words. Someday. Not today. Probably not this week. Probably not this month. Maybe not even this year, because, we've got this whole new edition thing that we're doing. But I want to someday. And it's going to be, The train thing will actually be easier, ironically, because I can just adapt to the existing rules. Yeah, because Billion Suns is miniatures agnostic, right? And, okay, you did find some Mass Effect fleets. If you're in the Discord, you should post those Mass Effect fleets somewhere so I can find them, because I like the Mass Effect ships. Some of them aren't particularly out there, but I like the Mass Effect ships. I always wanted to play that. The new GSC combat patrol is ideal in a different way. It's a bunch of ash waste vehicles and mounts with a 10 free Genestealer called dudes. That's a good way to think of it, yeah. If I didn't already have literally 15 dirt bikes, because I did a kit bash of stuff, one of my Cities of Sigmar army was all, like, mechanical themed, I would be into that. But I already have literally 15 dirt bikes and 3 wolf quads. I don't need any more. I can't wait for the Spearhead magazine. Otherwise, the Combat Patrol magazine will start in about 4 months. If so, maybe in 5 months, they'll start selling individual issues on the website. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they did that. Like, on the Combat Patrol website? That's cool. Somebody did that with Mushroom-Headed Escher. Yeah, like the Escher that were based on the things from Last of Us, which I've never played or watched or seen, but I know the Mushroom guys. The only thing I know about The Last of Us is that they say that the mushroom people hide by echolocation, or hunt by echolocation, and that's why you need to be quiet. That's not how echolocation works. Echolocation bounces objects and finds you whether or not you are quiet. It finds you based on movement. Drove me up the wall. I think Awkward Zombie did a parody comic of that on Hatch's website. Oh, okay. Well, I still don't think I would like to do a video on that. I would definitely mention it in a video about getting into Genestealer cults, because, we're going to do a video on all the gangs. Again, how do you get into them? A few good ones left. Otherwise, mostly paint issues. I'm going to have to look at that hatchet, huh? And is that the States as well? I think so. Okay. All right. Let's now get to the last bit, which is where I start gluing these guys to some of their bases. And then we'll call it. I don't think I'm going to start the... It'd be very funny if I keep talking and start the Pisky Inspector, even though I said I wouldn't. All right, now one of these I already did try to glue, and it messed up. So let's go with that one first to cover it up completely. There you are. See, this one I clearly tried to glue on there and bungled it. So we're going to put this guy on here because he's so big that he covers up the entire base. Just to be... Yeah, England, US, and not England, England. English, US. I always superglue to bases just in case. Just in case stuff gets moved around or anything like that. I always superglue to bases. I don't like to plastic glue to bases. So even though... Because that way I can always pop something off. Oh, that guy looks awesome. He's big. This guy's tall. He's very tall. Alright, any gap filling I need to do on you? I want to do some there. Just really not sure the same in the USA, but we order them from news agents, and they can always do back orders. I just got 2 sets of Von Ryan Leapers. Are Von Ryan Leapers good this edition? I've lost track of Tyranids completely. I've lost track of 40k. I was just diving back into it, and then this happened. New Necromunda, I'm like, well, I only have time for one. So Kevin and Cody and Mitchell are picking up the torch of new 40k. That's why they're all in all the videos and I'm not, which is perfectly fine. We don't all need to be in all the videos. And I don't want to be in the 40k videos if I have nothing to talk about and I'm just spitting, I spit bullcrap about Necromunda because we clearly label it as impressions. That's why we impressions it. We are going to do a full review of the full rules, by the way. But that is taking a long time to film, and we don't want to do that until we really know what we're talking about. Right? I don't want to do a full review of all the rules and get something wrong. And we need to get some games under our belt for that. He opens with showing all the heavy weapon models of various gangs off the table and all the setting out GSC. Forget all these guys. We found the best heavy weapons teams. I was just going to open it with, I am a heavy weapon Genestealer, and this is my weapon. Fires $200 custom lasers at 400 rounds per minute. It costs 400,000 credits to fire this gun for 12 seconds. Some people think they can have higher intelligence check than me. Maybe. But I've never seen anyone with higher intelligence check than Bullet. Here we go. There's your heavy weapons guy. I'm not doing a good Russian accent, but... I was about to say maybe I should plastic glue this guy down, but he's literally resin. I literally can't do that. Yeah, we'll put you there, Doctor. This guy's my medic, by the way. I'm not doing a he's not a this is not my rogue doc. This is a medic. Forgot I need to cut the... Oh, this is getting dull. So this is where it is dangerous to cut towards yourself when it's dull like this. Don't do this. I'm just being lazy right now. We talked about that last stream. You got to get over the fear of cutting towards yourself if you want to make precise cuts. But the key to making it safe is slow and controlled, and that means the sharpest knife possible. They have seismic cannons, yes. Been getting in the Warhammer for 30 years. I've never played a game, so don't ask me, but I think Von Horizons are okay. That's very fair. Mining laser got range nerf? No. Yeah, what are the... Well, it got range nerf. It went down to 18 inches, right? It's 18-inch long range, 6-inch short, 8-inch short range, 9-inch short range. I'm actually okay with that. Because the range... Because it keeps the intent of the mining laser that it is a shorter range thing. They accomplished that previously by having it be only 18 inches and then getting a -1 at long range. Now that that's gone, I'm assuming it still has really good, dang it, AP, right? And if it does, that's like the only balancing factor. Because if it's long range and high AP, that's too good, right? That's a problem. Or unless it's really expensive. I guess I can check here real quick what it is because I've got my book. Gangs of the Outlands. The Malstrain, Chaos Helots, and Gangs and Stealer Cults, 31. Or wait, the Mining Laser is not unique to these guys, is it? I'm going to have to check the core rulebook, aren't I? Repurposed tools, chainsword, power weapons. Mining Laser, it is on their list. Okay, so it is unique to them. That's a problem. Well, I mean, I think it's in the... So the Mining Laser, 125 credits. No, it's not unique to them, so it's not on their list, so I need to get the... Need to get the big book out. Where'd it go? Gangs in the hive. Not you. There, you. Core rulebook. He says. It's 10-14 with 3 AP. Okay, so it did go down in even short range. You know what? For a mining laser, I'm actually okay with that. Let me look at how... It was 125 credits. So it went down 5 credits. 3 AP is really good now, is the problem. Like, that's why it's as expensive in short range as it is. Ammo 5 up hurts, though. And it's got heavy. Ooh. All of those things combined might be enough that I don't like it. Like, Strength 9 just blows everything out of the water, though. Like, that murderizes everything. Ammo 5 means you're going to be reloading it almost every turn. You're going to be reloading it 2 out of 3 turns. But lethality 3 is really good. Damage 3 is really good. I don't hate that. And here's the thing: I especially don't hate that for Gene Stealer cults who can, who third arm it. However, I will say that part of the other flaw of what Willywood pointed out is that bulging biceps does not make shooting a single action. It lets you move your initiative as part of the double shoot action. So you can't move back into cover unless someone moves you automatically. The Las Cutter is single shot now for 80 credits. Yeah, the Las Cannon being 200 credits. The Las Cannon is better. And that makes me feel like with the Las Cannon being 200 credits, I do wonder how much of that stuff in that document is balanced. And the Las Cannon being that expensive, but also being as powerful as it is, made me wonder. Because it's really expensive, but it's also going to absolutely one-shot everything. You know, a Meltagun is going to one-shot everything, but it is still 140 credits. They really do put a premium on being able to absolutely murderize things. And the Meltagun's damage 3. The fact that the Meltagun is only 10 credits more, 12-24, strength 8, AP 4, 3 damage, there is almost no universe, I know this is strange to say, there is almost no universe in which I will pick a Las Cannon over a multi-melta. Strength 10 versus strength 8 is not going to matter against most things. Maybe vehicles. That's about the only thing I can think of, actually. Ammo 5 up versus ammo 6 up. Its shooting action is brace shot. Isn't brace shot... Wait a minute, hold on. That's not... I might be misreading that. Bulging biceps also makes it a shooting... one second, where'd it go? Combat. There it is. Oh, does it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Does a third arm make brace shot a single action? Did I get that wrong? Is that my problem? Oh, disregard then. Good lord. This is why I need to play the game more, or rather, play the game. I haven't played the game yet. This is why I got to play everything. I'm almost sad I'm starting a campaign because I'm gonna lock into one gang and I need to play all of them a little bit. I'm gonna have to be doing skirmish gangs too to catch up, which I'm sure everyone will just absolutely hate. No, they won't. Interesting. If the third arm actually makes it a single action, wow. Okay. Well, never mind. Ignore me. Willywood's right. I still think it's only going to work once, and I don't think it's broken. I think it's just very good. Which is fine. Chaos Helots, Gene Stealer Cults. There we go. Okay. Yeah, +1 modifier coup de grace is great. Single. Oh, wow. They just treat it as a single action. Dang, that's good. Dang, that's good. Your Neophyte Hybrid. And see, this is why... So why I wonder why Neophytes are where it's at. Yeah, because it's only shoot twice. Right. Doesn't let you get hip shooting and stuff, and it doesn't let you do fast shot, I think. Because that's only the shoot action twice, which is good. We don't need that. They've got Cunning as primary, which is very, very fitting. Their heavy guys have Brawn as primary. Savant on their leaders, which is not exciting, but is fitting. Having Cunning and Savant on your alpha is, I'm not gonna lie, that's not super exciting to me. However, it does let him be a melee jumping in threat. What weirds me out here, you know what weirds me out here? If you look at the squats, look at all those guys. You got all those pictures, right? I know it's blurry. Sorry. I don't want to knock over my Delaque. You got all these guys. But look at the Gene Stealer cults. There's no pictures. There's no model pictures of the Gene Stealer cults on their list. Now, there's none on the Outcasts either, which makes me a little strange because they have a gang. There are in the Ogryns, even though they have literally one kit, but there's nothing for Gene Stealer cultists. There's also nothing for Chaos cults, but they also don't have, like, an actual in-game. Is it because they're not... Yeah, I mean, the Malstrain get a full page spread, right? Look at that. Spires are in here. Yep, Spire pictures are in here. Squat pictures, of course. Ash Wastes, of course. But Malstrain do. I wonder if it's because they're specifically Necromunda kits and they didn't want to put 40k kits in here for some absolutely baffling reason. I am so glad this thing is 350 credits now. Oh, it's backwards for you guys. Sorry. Why is it backwards for you? Wait, my camera flipped. Oh, because yeah, whatever. Yeah, they have a spread, but Malstrain doesn't have a good spread. No, they don't. I'm so glad. The Ridge Hauler is 350 credits now. Get wrecked, Ridge Hauler. I like the Ridge Hauler being in game. I did not want to see it being in every single gang all the time because it was just so clearly better. But I'm glad it's nerfed. Anyway. We got two guys who put on the base and then we're done. It's most likely there's no Necromunda branded kits. Right, that's what I'm thinking, Demonic Teddy. Although you think they would just do that. Like, just take the Neophyte box and put a Necromunda branding on it and get some more people to buy it. But, I mean, that would be a new box for no particular gang, right? So. I am really looking forward to painting these models. SDS and main studio. Yes, that is true. Yeah, there is a weird relationship between specialist development games. Not weird relationship, they just do things separately. I don't think it's drama because by all accounts they aren't mad at each other. It's just that they have separate financials. So you can't necessarily use those assets that easily, I guess. Let's use this one for you. My leader here. I always like to put him on the base to see how he's going to look and then glue him down. Make sure he's matching with the base. There's because the Micro on the base is, when it's a big straight thing like this, you don't want to just put him dead in the middle. because it actually kind of makes it look weird, and it outlines him on the base weird. Same thing, you don't want to put it dead on this way, because it makes him look like he's stepping across something, and you're like, yeah, he is, but it looks odd to the human eye, even if your human eye doesn't know why. So you always want to try and angle your bases a little bit, because the goal is to make it look natural. So there we go. This way, it's nice and angled. I'm really looking forward to painting these guys. For my contrasting paints, I think I'm just gonna put on an initial layer of brown and like just get them done to get the table ready, because I'm really trying to do this thing where I don't play with unpainted models anymore. I'm not shaming any of you if you do so. That is up to you. But for me personally, I have so much more fun when I play with my painted models, and I need to make myself actually paint them, right? And I'm not doing that well. So I think for this campaign, it's going to be, if you don't paint it, you don't play it. And I will enforce that on myself. But for my actual full, like when I really paint these guys, I might paint them with white robes. Like do the whole, white robes with purple accents, because I really like that. It's very alien. And I want to sell the alien idea of these guys without changing them physically. Could do purple with white, but I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do I don't want to do grays. Gray trench coats are too boring, too not great. I don't want to do blue because my Orlok are blue. I might do like a deep sea green, like an icky green. Well, maybe not that. Basically, squid green. Yeah, they did kill the Keller morph. Yeah, which is a shame. I have like 3 of that kit because I love that model so much. Alpha can't shoot 3 light weapons. No, he can't. That was always fun, was the gunslinger thing. Yeah, oh, believe me, I have lots of neophytes. It's a great box kit. It's a great box kit for Necromunda, because either you're playing Geneslayers and it's a wonderful box kit, or you're playing someone else and it's got all the autoguns, shotguns, and arms, and those bodies just work good for generic mooks, because that's just miner's gear, right? The gear itself, if you cut off the little Genestealer cult icon or cover it up, like for example, I've got Bingo here that I'm painting for my Scum Racer crew. You look at him, he's I cut the he's a scum body, but the scum body here is the same as a Genestealer cult body. Just cut the Genestealer cult thing off. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, colors. Might do some kind of like a. Ooh, I'm looking for like a deep. Hospital gown green. Yeah, that's the color I was looking for. Thank you. Almost, although that kind of color is almost too bright. That's like leaning into the doctor side. I'm just thinking more like this kind of like dark, like undersea green. Leaning into the Call of Cthulhu type thing, because that's kind of what they are. Is they're basically Cthulhu's. Cthulhu's plural, like that's a thing. Abyssal blue, like if I do blue, it will be this kind of green blue, right? Some kind of a scarab green. I know this is backwards to you, and I apologize. Excuse me, I'm tired. I'm sorry. I don't think I want to go full this kind of teal. I don't think I want to do that. That's a little too bright. What else do I have here? Dark Angel green. I could do it. Like a Dark Angel green actually would not look bad on these guys. Like a deep dark. I want to avoid military greens. Although that actually would. Oh, hold on. What if? Hear me out. How many of y'all played Stalker? The video game Stalker. Or Stalker Call of Pripyat, or Shadow of Chernobyl, or the new one, Stalker 2. You know that like Russian green? Like, what if these guys were like in Russian green outfits? With that Russian green and the brown accents and like the gas masks. Basically, these are like, anomaly searcher type dudes, and they've got all this weird stuff. Ooh, that would be a look. I'm gonna write that down because I won't remember. sound of things clattering. Every single stalker. I mean, they're so good, right? I actually have not played Clear Sky yet. I've never played Clear Sky. I've been spoiled on it fully. So, this is reverse for you guys. Hey, look, guys, I'm writing backwards. All right. Delaque. Colors. This is how I write things down because, and this, you should do this. If you ever have an idea, you should write it down. You should also write down what paints you use or take a picture. Stalker. Russian greens. Going off of Stalker, yeah, NBC suit green, right? NBC suits, because they are all wearing the respirators, and they've all got the and I've got, where'd it go? I've got them somewhere. I've got these. I've got the flask things. I'm not gonna put the backpackers on. I don't like those, but I've got the flask things. So like they're all like wearing these NBC suits, and they've got like these contaminant things. NBC suits. Really, don't worry, my handwriting would be illegible even if you could see it. Also, hello, Bellanor. I didn't say hello. Speaking of Stalker, black with neon green is a strong look. It's not one I'm going for, but I do like Delaque that are doing the like dark colors with like a bright pop. Monolith colors from Stalker, which is like white with black, or like white with green. It's like yeah, it's a late stream, Cody. I'm blabbing. And I wanted to get these done, and now we're blabbing about colors. Yeah, Cody, who left and then came back. I'm about to shut down, but I wanted to get these guys finished so I could prime them and paint them, because I want to be able to play painted games with you. I still got to build the Spectre. Monolith colors from Stalker, and then the other one I was going to write down was like deep sea greens, blues, and so on. So I'll ruminate on that. I might paint up a couple sacrificial guardsmen, because I've got those old Cadians, the old ones. The familiar tripled in price to make the free dodge buff at all time limit instead of once a round that I keep forgetting about is once a round, right? Alrighty, well, I'm gonna call it there, folks. Thank you for joining me in this extra long stream. If you're watching in the future, hello, thank you, and thanks for sticking around for that long. I will be back on Sunday with hopefully painting these guys one way or another, whether it's in the default browns or something else a little more advanced later. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment, all that good stuff. If you want to continue the conversation and see all the cool stuff that I'm going to post and talk about, and that you're going to post and talk about, check out our Discord linked below. It is free. We would love to have you there and hang out and chat Necromunda, new edition and old edition, because we still got our Secundus campaign coming up as well. It is going to be a nightmare to keep both sets of rules in my brain, but it'll be fun. And I hope you join me for that fun, and I hope you have a good week, and I will see you in the future. Good night, everybody. I hate tequila. It makes me happy. Da, 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 da.